2, 1. Anywhere I'm at, turn the city up. I can flip a dollar to $1 million. I don't like to brag, but I'm really on. 3, 2, 1. Anywhere I'm at, turn the city up. 3, 2, 1. I don't like to brag, but I'm really on. It's a new day, days been new. Been a decade since I made it out of rental. We some owners, baby, we don't got no rent due. Might trick, but my wife, you like to trick too. Merry Christmas, hey Saint Nick. What we want, get, we on wait list. How we got here doesn't make sense. Have patience, that'll make sense. 3, 2, 1. Anywhere I'm at, turn the city up. I can flip a dollar to $1 million. I don't like to brag, but I'm really on. 3, 2, 1. Anywhere I'm at, turn the city up. 3, 2, 1. I don't like to brag, but I'm really on. Picking up the slack, Jordan in his prime, way I'm getting to the rack. I do what I want, when I want, where I want, no cap. Put in all work, now I'm getting to the back. 25-8, I got money on my mind. Live life great, but I'm always on the grind. Navy blue tank, I don't wear it for the time. Real hustler, baby, throw my rollie in the sky.
Get ready for blast off.
Ball pointing cushy, so you know it's berserk. Trevor on the mix, so you know we gon' work. I might leave in one, find the beach and go surf. I'ma ride the wave till I'm out of the surf. 3, 2, 1. Anywhere I'm at, turn the city up. I can flip a dollar to $1 million. I don't like to brag, but I'm really on. 3, 2, 1. Anywhere I'm at, turn the city up. 3, 2, 1. I don't like to brag, but I'm really.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Black Men Unfiltered Network, another episode of Flipping Tables. I'm so glad you guys are here. If you're just getting in, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. That's very important because I want to make sure that we get this stream out to everyone. I'm going to also making shorts so you guys can go and look at those shorts on every show that we have. You'll be seeing a lot of more replays of our shows moving forward. So when you come in, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, because we have great conversations, and I want to make sure that everybody knows it. All right. Again, guys, there's a lot going on in the world today. There's a lot going on in the world today. A lot going on in the world today. A lot of ignorance. And I think we're getting to a point where we're exhausted with niggas. Let me say it again. I think we're getting to a point where we're exhausted with niggas and rhetoric. And what do I mean by rhetoric? There are several things I mean by rhetoric, and I think that we should all, especially as men on this network, we should have these conversations. What do I mean by rhetoric? I mean men who don't take care of their children. Rhetoric. Men who want to be women who are wearing dresses out of line. Rhetoric. Women who want to have 6 baby daddies. Rhetoric. There's a lot of things in the community that we need to clean up. And I think that we need to disassociate ourselves with these people. I don't think that we should have anything to do with these people, to be honest with you. I think it's time for us to hit the exit. And so, guys, I want to hear you guys in the chat tonight. Make sure you're in the chat. I want to know what you're here. Who we got here? Catalia's in the building. What's going on, Catelia? Good to see you. But yeah, there's a lot going on. We gotta fix it. We gotta fix it. I've seen so many videos. I've seen so many. It's like, as a people right now, we're proud that we're trash. We're proud that we are trash. Why should we be proud that we're trash? Guys, I'm so glad that you're here. I have our Payne in the back. I'm going to bring him up once he's ready, and so we can have this conversation tonight. And anyone else that would like to join the conversation, you are welcome to join the panel at any time, as long as your camera is on. Because when your camera is on, we'll be able to pay attention to you more, and we'll be able to see you. We'll be able to hear what you got to say, but see you already. Okay. So let's see what we got here. Okay, yeah, I got somebody messaging me here. Okay. So anyway, when our Payne's ready, I'll bring our Payne up. But we got to get to the bottom of this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to bring our Payne up. Our Payne is in the building tonight. What's going on, my guy?
What's going on? What's happening?
Man, not much, man. Listen, I want to ask you about what's really going on in the world today, man. I've been watching a lot of videos, which I'll pull a few of them up later. But I really want to get into the conversation first, man. Do you believe our Payne? First of all, how are you today, and how's the family?
Oh man, everything's cool, man. Can't complain. You know, doing some business with the wife. She was off, so got that done. Got my blood test in yesterday, so
Everything's good.
As well as could be expected for some fat bastard, you know. Yeah, no, that's pretty cool, man. Every time the doctor talks to me, I'm surprised. I say, okay, I'm waiting for the shoe to drop, but it hasn't. Maybe one day I'll get in the gym and stay in there.
Okay. Okay. Well, hey, that's something that we
got a chance. So everything's cool, man. Me and the wife taking care of business, man. We got old folks shit we doing.
Understood, man. Understood. You old niggas got to get it together. But listen, I want to ask you, man, do you believe, as a black man yourself, that we should disassociate ourselves with the rhetoric that's going on in our community?
Oh, with just the rhetoric or the people? Or both?
Both.
Well, the rhetoric for sure. But, then isn't one man's rhetoric somebody else's goddamn soliloquy? We talk about stuff. I mean, the reason why I say that is because people might be saying we're talking rhetoric. Even if we have a point, right? And that is the point. So when people hear you, even if you're talking the truth, to them, if they don't want to hear it, it's just rhetoric. But I know what you mean. But the answer is yes. The answer is yes. And I think we're in a time where we can actually say what we mean without worried about being canceled. But we also have to take what other people are saying as well without tripping. So we seem to, as black people, we seem to circle the wagon if somebody non-black says something that's truthful against a black person, even if it's truthful. That's one of the biggest mistakes we have. So it's hard to distance yourself internally if you can't take it from when it comes from external sources.
So what have you seen? Do you think that, I'm going to ask you this because I know you touched on it on your show. Do you think that the fat lady in New York City is a shot at black women, at the black community?
Well, the whole black community, because the women is always the conduit to get to all of us. But, I think here's what I think about the black woman in New York City. She's everything a black woman is, except fit, friendly, fit, feminine, and friendly. She's everything except fit, feminine, and friendly. The one thing everybody wants a black woman to be.
Okay. Well, and hold that thought right there, because I got the man with the plan right now in the building right now. Everybody put your damn hands together for the one and the only, my guy, who they say ain't popular, but he's a king, my guy. I heard that today. I heard that old trash today. My boy Easy Vance is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together. Come on.
What's up? What's going on, BMU? What's up, Mr. Payne? How y'all doing today, man?
What's happening?
What's going on, my guy? Good to see you, man. We're just talking about, do you believe, I'm going to ask you coming right in, do you believe, Izzy, that we should disassociate ourselves from the rhetoric we see in our community?
Shout out to the chat. When you say disassociate ourselves from the rhetoric we see in our community, what exactly are you referring to? What rhetoric?
So say for instance, you're a good father. You got your son. You don't want your son to be around the Bloods and the Crips of the street, or being shot up, or be around men with guns and influencing him in the wrong direction. And we have our own community over here with the people who's trying to go somewhere, and we just lead them out to pasture. We just completely disconnect from them.
That's a good question, man. That's a really good question. Do I
Take
think
your time.
That's a good question? I think that if you come from an underprivileged community and you have the privilege of making it out that community, or you have the luck or the pleasure of making it out that community, that you have an obligation to try to give back to the community and to try to uplift as many people and bring as many people with you as possible. Now, everybody's not going to go. Everybody's not going to be in the same position as you, but I do think that no. So the short answer is no. I'm not going to leave them behind. I'm going to try to bring them. If they don't come, that's on them.
Yeah, because the reason that I asked this question tonight, because I've been hearing a lot of panels talk about this. And a lot of people said, hey, listen, how about we get our own community and just say, fuck everybody else? You know, if you want to be a baby mama, if you want to be a man, and this is what they broke it down. And let me tell you who was on that. I think it was, who was on the panel? I'm trying to remember. What's the guy that's a virgin?
Talk about Cheeky Banda.
Yeah,
Shout out to Cheeky. What up? Cheeky was on what panel? What panel was Cheeky on? I ain't seen Cheeky in a minute.
Cheeky was on. I'm trying to remember what panel he was on. I think it was. This might be risky.
Okay.
But he said the same thing, that, you know, if a man is a man that is sleeping with a married woman, disassociate him. A woman who has a bunch of kids and different daddies, disassociate her. You know, if she's been a whore and she's sleeping around with other women's husbands, disassociate her. Like anything like that will cause the community to fail or break the bond of the community, we disassociate them and move them out.
That means we won't have anybody in the community.
Why you say?
I mean, shout out to Cheeky, but we won't. I mean, listen, he who was out without sin thought to cast the first stone.
Yeah, there you go.
There's none of us like this idea that other groups of people are so much better or have so less crime or so less indiscretion or so less this or so less that. What's up, Coach Ferg? It's a bunch of bullshit. It's not true. There is crime. There is indiscretion. There is all types of ills in every society because we're human beings, and as human beings, we're flawed. So I try. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I really try not to throw stones from a glass house. I live in a glass house. Like, I'm so far from perfect. I don't have, like, look, I'm not a person that does drugs. I'm not a person that's ever, I got drunk maybe once in my life by accident. I've never smoked a cigarette, never done a drug in my life. At the same time, I do so much other shit that I can't brag or cast my flag on that. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing to me how people get this self-righteous attitude and this self-indignation, like they don't know that they're full of shit too, and they got a bunch of bullshit with them as well. Like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
to me.
but Iggy, what you just said though is, I think at the extreme, you know, Izzy, I'm sure said, I think it's extreme, right? Because he didn't say. For example, I had a friend of mine. He actually deleted his father, right?
He deleted his father.
Yeah, for whatever reason. And well, I say friend of mine, we grew up together, right? But I found it very difficult to have, when he got out of jail, to have a regular, because he snapped, you know? So I don't know how close I could have been to him, what kind of situation that made him say. I didn't know what the trigger point was. So, I mean, we kind of grew apart, you know, because, I mean, it was an egregious crime. It wasn't like it was an accident. You know, so it depends on what you're talking about. Now, if it's just a simple adultery, yeah, but there's a difference between a person who committed adultery once and somebody's a serial adulterer who brings other people around with him. So all I'm just trying to say, I actually went to his funeral, by the way, so when he passed away. But what I'm saying is, you know, so I'm not disagreeing, because none of us, of course, he who's without sin, you know, cast the first stone. But we're not just talking about simple sins, right? There's a character of people that if you hang around them, it's hard for that not to rub off on them. And your goodness doesn't translate to bad people as well as their badness translates to good people.
I don't,
It
but
works that way. It kind of, I mean, that's just my opinion.
no doubt. But let me say this. So while you're talking, I'm thinking about Jesus.
Okay.
Jesus didn't hang out with righteous people. Jesus hung out with the tax collectors. Jesus hung out with the deleters and the adulterers because at the end of the day, listen, this is what I'm saying. At the end of the day, there is, and he said it himself, basically, there is no big sin and no little sin. It's sin. It's all sin in the eyes of God. God don't have no big eyes and no little use. So I'm not saying that you got to be best friends or lock hands or hang out with or put yourself in a bad position. What I am saying is that if you could give an encouraging word, if you can give of yourself, if you could give something that can help them, lead by example, then you do that. I'm not saying to make yourself a sacrifice or a martyr. I'm just saying to try your best to give back to the people. And if they take it, they take it. And if they don't, they don't. But you never know, man. Listen, real quick. My pops, shout out to my pops. He had hit me a while back, and he was like, "Man, do you remember such and such from the block?" And I was like, "Nah, I really don't remember." He said, "Every time she sees me, she asks me about you." I said, "Huh? Like, what you I don't even remember her." He said, you told her, listen, people are gonna have opinions. And I was like, I was like in 9th grade, fam.
Mm-hmm.
I told her, people are gonna have opinions of you, but it's not. I told her what my grandmother told me, is not what you answer to. It's not what people call you, is what you answer to. I said, you are somebody special. You're gonna be okay. And don't let people pick on you and make you feel a way about yourself. I don't know where I got that from in 9th grade, but it was a young lady, and I don't like to see people get picked on. And she always used to get picked on. People always used to have something to say about her. She was a quiet, nice girl. Like it wasn't like I was trying to get with her or anything, but she didn't bother anybody. But people were bothering her, and it bothered me. And so I gave her that word, and I kept it moving. And she remembered it. And I don't know if it changed her life or whatever the case might be, but my pop said every time he see her, she asks about me. So I'm just saying to bring it home, I'm just saying, like, you never know what word, what kind gesture, what you could do that could change the life of somebody forever, that could change the life of somebody else, that could change the life of somebody else.
I agree with everything you just said there. I mean, because we could make a whole show about the 5 times I remember somebody said something to me that changed my life. And that, you could make a show out of people trying to just remember that. But the only thing I'm going to push back with is you compared us to the one singular man who could actually do what you said he could do, Jesus. There was only one of him, you know what I'm saying? But we should all aspire to be like that.
Right, but he said it to you. He said, the works that you do, you should do also, that the Father may be glorified by the Son. So he told you could do it, and even greater works than these shall you do. So I don't know. I mean, that's what Jesus said.
I don't think
that's what Jesus said.
I don't really think we're arguing. Because I see your point. But us being humans and us being having failings, and sometimes people, I think, is it more likely for somebody to get absorbed in the shit or be able to? Because you're saying the onesies or twosies that you might save, is it worth being absorbed? Like this, and maybe the answer is yes. Maybe the answer is yes. I don't know.
So you got a few people in the chat. I'm gonna pull them up to let you see what they're saying, Easy, so you can respond. Coach Berg, what's going on, man? Anissa says, but it's easier for someone to pull you into sin than you pull them up to Jesus.
That's sort of what our pain said, though. But
this is the same
subjective.
Thing. It's not up to you. Like the Bible also said, one man plants, one man waters, and God grants the increase. It's not up to you. Like, yo, you can't listen. I can't save anybody. Coach Bird can't, Mr. Payne can't, and you can't. We don't have the ability to save anybody, so that's not really what it's about. at the same time casting people aside and casting judgment on people to condemn them to whatever fate that you think that they deserve is like the weirdest thing to me. I'll be honest, like it's mind-boggling to me that people with so much, like people be in literal glass houses, be throwing rocks and condemnation and want to castrate and everything else to other people. And it's like, are you serious? Like, are you really that bold to put yourself in the position of the creator, the almighty? Because only God has the right to judge in that way. So it's like, at the end of the day, I just don't want to sit in the seat of the scornful, nor try to be in that kind of position to judge on people. I just think that if I can help, I'll try, and I'll let God handle the rest. Go ahead, Coach Bird. My bad. I didn't mean to overstep.
How y'all doing, man?
What's going on?
No, man. Listen, man, you cooking, brother, man. And BMU. I'm gonna ask you this question, right? Well, I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions because I like asking you the question, right? One, what does my name say? Coach Ferg, right? You a coach. There's no way we can leave the community. There's no way. There's no way we can disassociate from our future generations. There's no fucking way. None of us will survive. And when I look at time as men, I look at the men that 30 and 40, they struggling with emotion. They struggling with the skill set to take it to the future. They ain't building no cover. Who go hunt?
You're right.
And listen, you also have to plant your plant. You have to plant it. Who go garden? Ain't no women getting their hands dirty with these nails out here. But they all got dirty nails. Ain't no, and this is, I'm just speaking from a man's point of view and how I'm like, Izzy, I spent all my life. I don't know. I used to be the little guy to help you throw the football. You know what I'm saying? Ride your bike. You know what I'm saying? Get up on the monkey bars. That was me. And I've spent all my life coaching and helping younger people. Now I can see older people. Most people probably say it's probably 40, 44, 45. Struggling. But they missing the point because they're so much caught up in this bullshit instead of helping those that they can influence the most, and that's our children who are in the neighborhoods by default. They didn't ask to come there. And you can't separate. We can't, I can, the separation thing, we all got the big nose, big lips. If it go down, we all burning in the same goddamn fire. I don't give a damn what y'all talking about. Because we ain't skilled enough in the outside, and none of us been outside in the woods, started a fire. We can't start there. We got to have it already in the hotel, Motel 8. You know what I'm saying? The Izzy sitting over the balcony, you know what I'm saying? Your background. And that's where we going to struggle. You know what I'm saying? But to me, I think we still have an opportunity to have one voice. The women need to, and it may not be the women of age, but we need to find a way to bridge that high school development to be a grown man early. Because they're coming out more and more. They can't read. They emotionally disturbed. And you can't separate from that. You can't separate from that. I would love to, because I'm an old guy. I can't fight the battle, but I can show you how to get prepared for the battle. But who's willing to stand in the battle? And the battle ain't with nobody but speaking against the rhetoric that put the bad light on us. Take out some of this crazy music, submit a dress code. You know what I'm saying? Everybody learning the life skills needed. Those things take men. You know what I'm saying? And those men ain't gonna be the best like men though. But even those men have to hold each other accountable. I don't know. We sort of have to sort of regulate ourselves with some of this stuff. Cool. But I think the time is now though. I really do. I think the time is now over these next 4 or 5 years. Because I'm on the other side, BMU. You, my son, your son, y'all still got years to go. And for these next 20, 25 years, are we going to be at worth zero? Because that zero wealth means if we're not producing our own, generating our own, that means we're no longer viable in the United States of America. We expendable because who's going to work the fields if the immigrants ain't here? Who's going to go get up the cabbage? But also, we got enough energy and skills that we can learn how to cultivate, learn how to program. We have those abilities. Is that for the modern world, those that take advantage of that will be okay. These labor workers, they're going to find themselves struggling because we see how money's getting tight. Cost of living is out of control. If you don't own property, you're just renting for the rest of your life. And that create, so it's a great opportunity, man. This is the gray area right here. So those that take advantage of it will succeed over the next 25 years. Those that don't, you might have to go out into the fields again.
Gotcha.
So what are your thoughts on Arpain, what he said? Do you agree?
No, I mean, I hear what he's saying. Listen, I think we kind of mentioned some words because even if we don't want to hear the rhetoric and the bullshit from people, I don't think we're saying we should just abandon folks who want to move towards some kind of future. Right. So, I mean, there are people who like to fish, but they only like to fish in places where there's an opportunity to catch the kind of fish they want to catch.
So Arpain, you support separating?
Listen, I've said it a long time. I don't think we could save the Black community. I really don't. Not from the standpoint that everybody else says. Can some individual people be saved? Absolutely. But the kind of shit that we call a Black community, I'm not so sure we should save it. I mean, I'm talking about the crusty core of the way people value and the way people think. The fact that it's so easy for one Black man to kill another. The fact is for one Black woman to destroy one. I'm not so sure how much energy should be expended as opposed to trying to come up with another way of moving forward into the future. And it's not for me to say. It's for you young fucking people. I'm 60. I'll be 67 this month. So the future is not mine. I might, if the Lord's willing, I might have another 20 years. And those 20 years, I'm really thinking about how many chapters of my kids' lives and the people I'm working with can I get to see and read. And anybody else. Now, I do something for my family in terms of financial, right? Because a lot of them don't need to learn how to survive and make investments. And that's something that gives me pleasure. From the standpoint, I'm helping people actually see that, the dollar shouldn't be under the mattress. You need to make it work. And it's not easy, not with Black folks. So I'm just saying, so we got to pick and choose where we spend our energy. Coach, that doesn't mean what you're doing is wrong. Izzy, the kind of analysis that you made, it's right. I'm just saying, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. If people are moving towards me for help, I'll help them. But if I got to go out there and drag you kicking and screaming, then that's not the way teaching works, right? Because when the student's ready to teach your peers, if the student ain't ready, I don't give a shit what you say.
So there's a few other comments that I want you guys to respond to. The first one is this one. Anissa says, no, not this one. I'm gonna go with this one first. She said, if you could do it, you will be doing it, and the community wouldn't be in the position it's in right now. Anybody want to? I want all of y'all to respond to it, but who want to go first?
I'll go first. That's not true though, because listen, again, it starts with one person. At the end of the day, it's cliche, but one person can change the world. How do you do that? One step at a time, one person at a time. You can't, listen, I'm not God, none of us is God. So it's not like we're going to snap our fingers and things are just going to, but number one, if you set a positive example, number two, you live what you speak, you practice what you preach, the people see that, and they see they see a difference. See, this is the thing. People are gonna see a difference in you already if you live a certain type of way. They're gonna see, and they're gonna be wondering what is so special about you, what is so different about you. So being in the community, shining a light, and people trying to see and being attracted to that, that's going to give you an opportunity to speak. And you never know what someone says or what someone does that affects someone else. So this is not really accurate. I mean, listen, that's a very pessimistic point of view and perspective. Things are changing. Things are getting different. Listen, Kevin Samuels, rest in peace. Yo, he changed stuff a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Angry Man, shout out to Angry Man, changed stuff a little bit. Obsidian changed stuff a little bit. Even Cynthia G, as much as we don't like, she changed stuff a little bit. So there are people that do make changes, even from just these boxes and speaking and talking. There are people that make changes and it reverberates in the world, whether it be positive or negative.
Ooh, there you go. Hey, what you got, Coach Ferd? What's your response to the great Anissa's comment down here?
I mean, you know, listen, I ain't gonna go into, you know, things that I've done personally, but I'll put it up against anybody, whether they YouTube or actually practicing the field on helping the young people and changing lives. But Anissa, you know, I'll say this, sister. I would say you're a middle-aged woman, whatever knowledge you know, just go teach the young women not to move like modern women of your age and younger today. See their lives change. Teach them. Go do the work also, because you can teach the women. Because whether you see it or not, men are getting correction on YouTube. Men are having the conversation. They're having the conversation, ladies. And whether y'all follow suit or not, I'm trying to tell you.
Well,
Hold on, Miss Anissa, please don't teach the women anything. Please just sit back and relax. Don't teach the women nothing. You get it. Sit this one out, sis. Sit this one out.
There you have it, Anissa. Then you see that? There you have it. But you know,
Anissa has said in the past. She said in the past that it is not her responsibility to be out. She said she only help the people that's close to her and the people that's in her circle don't act like modern women. So that's as far as she's going.
Our pain, that's going to be the same type of woman trying to separate with y'all in y'all separation, women like Anissa. I'm with y'all. She want to separate. Anissa will separate. She'll separate type of woman. Kids over there, I ain't going to talk to them.
So I want our pain to respond, but she added a little bit to it, y'all. She said, would you hang out with a known murderer and have them as your best friend?
No, because that own murderer might be your brother.
Exactly, or your cousin, or your father, your uncle. Exactly. Or your best friend.
Chap around, there you go. Listen, man. Listen. I thought I already answered. I listen. I think you save who you can save. That's it. You know, people like I said, I'm no financial whiz or something. Came late to me, but everybody in my family knows what I've done and how I set some folks up. And I got a big family, man. Most of them know, but they won't approach me. I talk to a lot of them, say, hey, listen, let's talk about, what you're doing with your money for your retirement, for your children. We've got a lot of children. Are you saving money for their college? Even if you can't save enough, if you have enough money as seed money, you could do other things. How about, and it's like it's okay, because most people, one, they don't trust you, right? That's one of the things, because most of us in the community are not financially literate, right? So they will spend money on Cadillacs or dumb shit going to Mexico, but to put money somewhere and watch it grow like a plant or whatever, it's like foreign currency. My father played the numbers. I talked to him about the stock market. He looked at me like I was crazy. And since he was my father, I didn't try to tell him I didn't try to show him that playing the numbers was worth. I said, okay, Pops, don't worry about it. I got you covered. So I'm just saying. So, but to me, I take gratitude of helping one person at a time who wants to be helped. So that's the same thing I would apply to the streets. I mean, I did some community service for high school kids at one point, and it lasted until the money ran out. We had like classes every other week. We're talking about finances. We're talking about just being able to deal with stress and all that other kind of stuff. I was in the Big Brother program back in the day when I was in college. So I mean, you do what you can. then you say, well, if this is my real niche, but there's some people who are real good going in the neighborhood and setting up communities and stuff. Those people, everybody ain't that good at that. There's some people good at doing that, you know. So I said, more power to you. If you want me to donate and I got some money, I'll throw some money at it. But if you ask me to go out there every day and all that shit, that's just not me.
But you can make a guest appearance.
I don't think you have to go out. Listen, and this is the thing, like I was saying, I don't think you have to go out every day. If you live in the community and you live a certain type of way, it's going to be apparent. It's going to be different. Like, and I understand at some point, you know what I'm saying, you're going to have to probably move out of the community, you know what I'm saying, because of the fact of whatever. But I think that if you, it's kind of 50-50, because I understand where you're getting at, BMU. I really do. And it's kind of like one of those things, like you have to really be careful. Like I know a man that was a multimillionaire that lived in the hood, and he was a multimillionaire, and he didn't get it from the streets. He got it legitimately, and he was respected. Mm-hmm. And the reason why he was respected is because he gave to the community. He didn't try to shine on people in the community, didn't try to floss and make people feel bad in the community, and he actually cared. Generally speaking, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And when you show how much you care, people tend, especially our community and benevolence, they will rally around you and try to protect you. You know what I'm saying? They'll try to keep.
I agree with that. Yeah, I do agree with that.
So now CJ might be cooking here. CJ said the numbers don't show yet, but I see hella content creators biting out what Black Men Unfiltered Network been teaching for 5 years. He's making a change too. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that, CJ, man. That's real talk. I appreciate you, man, for supporting your boy. Shout out to you, brother. So yeah, Nissa's really on one tonight. Because Anissa says she's not going out into the community talking to no. Because me and Anissa had this conversation before, and I said, Anissa, the Bible teaches that the elder women should teach the younger women not to be drunk with wine and how to serve their husbands. Isn't that what it says, Izzy?
Yeah, but you got to stop drinking box wine and serve a husband.
I knew you was gonna do it. I knew you was gonna say it. I knew somebody was gonna say that, man. Nissa said,
"We love you, sis. I'm just playing.
We love you." She said, "You won't be a baby mama. You'll be successful. You'll bring value and be physically responsible. Hanging with me, yeah." Responsible, hanging with me.
Oh, so if she had women hanging with her, young women hanging with her, yeah, that would be hopefully they wouldn't be baby mamas. You correct.
They'll be single.
Yeah, be single. But if you're not teaching them to be married, then they're gonna be drinking box wine with you.
Chablis 19, 20, 25.
That's the wrong man.
Yeah, so I want to show y'all this video real quick, but CJ sent a $2 super chat. He said, bros up here do service each time they live stream. Hey man, I appreciate the $2 super chat, man. I appreciate that, brother. He's absolutely correct. I mean, I think when Izzy Band go live, Izzy been having some great shows, man. I haven't been able to hop on because I'm back in the office, man. You know, they made us go back into the office. So I can't work at home no more. But I'll be watching, man. I'm every day. And Izzy has some great shows every day. He be preaching. R. Payne had a great show yesterday. And he was talking about, Trump's first 100 days and how the stock market is coming back up. And people said the stock market was going to crash and everybody was going to die. It was Armageddon. And, it's so much bad. And this was one of them. And this I hate Trump to the core. But she was ready to have Kamala Harris in there, having men bent over the desk in the White House. So that's what them Democrats love to bend them men over. That's just a fact. She said, I don't do box wine. Don't play with me.
my poor sister. I meant Boone's for him. I meant Boone's.
And then this said, I would teach them how to be married to an Ephesians 5 man.
Okay, then.
Okay, sister.
There you go. Yeah. Who gonna teach them how to choose them?
She shot a spot. The shout out. That
Yeah.
hey, I appreciate it. She's exposing us to the finer things of life. We appreciate you, Sister Nissa. Thank you for exposing us to the finer things of life because we don't know what we would do without you in this exposition that you're doing. Thank you, sister.
Tell you says Izzy's lives are fire.
Thank you, Kat. I appreciate you, sis. Thank you.
Hey, CJ said she drinks Ripple.
No, she don't. She drank.
Ripple was all right on a real thirsty day.
Ripple, hey, I ain't heard no Ripple since that going sample this stuff.
No, it ain't Ripple. Izzy is Shen Pipple. She's 7-Up and Ripple mixed together.
Now I do want to show you. I want to show y'all this video, man, because these are what would we do in this in the community. Anissa, because I want to ask her this because I sent her. Oh yeah, there go Sharon right there. What's up, Sharon? I want to ask Anissa what in the community is since she says she's going to teach women how to be wives. I want her to watch this video with us, and I sent her the link a long time ago. She wants to come up and explain to us how she would help this young lady because she seems to need help. And I think that in this position, a woman should be able to help her, or a man could help her. But I think it'd be better if Anissa would help her. So after we watch this video, we're going to decide if Anissa can help this woman, or would she be willing to help this young lady who has become lost. All right, here we go.
Not here right now, but so you have 7 kids. You have 7 kids, 5 girls,
5 boys,
5 boys, and 2
girls.
girls. How many baby dads you got?
6.
You got 6.
Because I ain't playing this shit. I'ma just be for real. No, I don't. No, because folks
When you-
love
when
to
you
judge
say-
you on. Oh, she got 6.
No, speak your truth.
Yeah, I got
Speak your
6 baby
truth.
daddies, but I ain't playing with them either. And they respect me, and anything I ask them for, they gonna do it. I don't have to keep on calling and looking at, because people got one baby daddy.
Lord Jesus.
Anissa,
What the
I
hell
want
we
you to
supposed
tell us,
do with that?
Anissa. I want you to tell us, Anissa, what would you do in this situation?
I beg your pardon.
I'm waiting on her response. While we waiting on Anissa, because I know she quiet now. Izzy, what are your thoughts?
I'm glad you went.
Lord Jesus. I mean, yo, it's self-explanatory. BMU is self-explanatory. Ain't much. I mean, she said it all. And they call, and I call, and they gonna be there. They gonna give me what I need.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta
Shut the fuck up.
I don't get it. I don't know why you're so bold to say that. Coach Bird, is something brewing in your mind? Tell us what's brewing in your mind when you see that. Can Anissa help her? Because Anissa, the Bible teaches that you should teach the young women how not to be drunk with wine, how to serve their husbands. You remember the woman at the well? What happened to the woman at the well? He said all those men ain't your husband, and the one you with right now don't belong to you.
What up, JT? What up, baby?
What's going on with
What up, though?
I'm in fine.
What's up, JT?
So Coach Bird, what's your thoughts, Coach Bird?
Listen,
What up, though?
Right on time for the
Listen, man.
baby mama.
My answer might not be popular in this moment, man. Just looking at this video, man. Listen, man. Shout out to her, man. Shout out to her, man. True crack era adult, man. At its finest. At its finest, man. Listen, she got. I mean, baby daddy, 6, 7.
Six.
And they all listen. She got all those dudes to bow down to her, man. Salute to her, man. For real, man. Salute to, I don't know what to say, man. The fact that she's brass about it and she has kids. All her kids can fight. Don't let none of y'all kids fight her kids. Y'all go get y'all ass whooped. I'm trying to tell you, man. A woman that can talk like that, brash. Man, listen, man. I'm not going. Anybody that mess with her, you get what you get. Or any woman like her. So don't do it.
This is the thing, and you're right though. But the thing is that no one has taken her serious. Like they said, it's baby mama. So no one's taking her serious. They just ski, and dip. And that's why she, apparently she has 2 babies by one of them dudes. I don't know if it's 1 or 6. But apparently she got 2 babies by one of the dude. But it's sad. It's sad that it's like that. It's crazy.
And she understands the
Speaking of baby mamas, nah.
no, but she also understands the money game.
I shot
too.
first. I shot first that time.
All the
It's the
time.
money game, man. She
No,
understands
you
the money
lying.
game.
But the funny thing is, Berg, man, the money is never enough.
No, she understands the money
What's
game
that
too.
for?
You have children start stuff like that. That'll take you what 18 times 7 is what? Shit, that's a long time, man.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
That's cash money. That's money. That a brother they have listen. If you have a child out of wedlock as a brother, it could take you into your maybe 40s before you pay that off. If you're a regular working brother, this is and they understand this. Sisters know the system. Tell them, you can get the money, you can get this. So now once they realize, okay, ain't these dudes ain't really staying with me. So, but I'm having children. I have one. The baby's 12. Then I have another baby 8, baby 5, 4. That's 18 years for each child. Those men are held. Hold up, but you are held under debt until it's paid.
Right? No, you're not.
Till the kid is 35 years old. Think how long that is if you 18, 19, 20 years old.
So, Sharon, did you get a chance? Welcome to the show, JT, from What We Know Podcast. Sharon, welcome to the show, man.
What's up, fella?
Listen, did you two guys see the video?
I didn't see the video. Is my mic nice?
Yeah,
you good. You good.
I didn't get a chance to see the video.
Not here right now, but so you have 7 kids.
Mm-hmm.
You have 7 kids, 5 girls,
5 boys,
5 boys, and 2 girls.
Mm-hmm.
How many baby dads you got?
6.
You got 6.
Because I ain't playing this shit. I'ma just be for real. No, because folks love to judge you on. Oh, she got 6.
No, speak your truth.
Yeah, I got 6 baby daddies, but I ain't playing with them either. And they respect me, and anything I ask them for, they gonna do it. I don't have to keep on calling and looking at, because people got one baby daddy.
Sharon, is that respect? Did those brothers respect her? Is that respect, brother?
I think she sounds like a nice, beautiful young lady.
All I heard was that we got 5 potential killers.
Don't start your shit
We got
tonight.
5
Don't start your shit tonight.
What?
He can't help himself,
We
yo.
got 5 potential killers. That's
What?
what's going on.
Okay, come on, man. Don't do the kids like that.
Arpain say she got what? Arpain, she got what?
5 potential killers going to be in the neighborhood.
Damn,
Anton said they're gonna be stealing hubcaps.
There you go, stealing hubcaps.
Oh man, that.
So does anybody wait? Does anybody still have hubcaps in 2025?
No.
I'm asking for a friend,
I'm
but
kicking your car every time I see somebody with some hubcaps. I'm gonna kick their car.
You
see people with
in Brooklyn
hubcaps
and
in
Brownsville, they
2025?
still hubcaps.
So
I guess
Sharon-
maybe still.
So, Sharon, the floor is yours.
I hear you.
The
Tom.
floor is yours, Sharon. What are your thoughts about the young lady? Can she be helped? Does she deserve to be married? Does she need a husband to help her calm down? What are your thoughts?
Well, from what she said, I don't know if she really trying to be married. She got her whole rapper gear on. Her voice is a little strong. Clearly, I don't think she's somebody that wants to be married. But at least she's not going into the whole narrative of deleting the babies. She ain't part of the 20 million babies deleted. She go ahead and handle her business. She is accountable. She doing whatever nasty things she's doing, and she's holding accountable. So she is respectable in that sense. She seems like she's probably one of those real people that's been in the hood for a very long time, and she's that so-called keep it real down chick. And some men like that. And clearly she must have some good box.
or some trash box because you go and then they recycle. Because listen, if she had good box, a man would listen. If she had good box like that, a man would be keeping it to himself. You know that. Come on,
Nah,
man.
that's not true.
Yeah, man, be keeping it.
I beg your pardon.
I can't let this box get away. I got to hold on to this box.
Nah, that's
They be
not
holding
true.
on to it like
That ain't true. Is that's maybe he is he be over sprung off. Is he be sprung off the cakes?
Hey, that's why she got 6 children. I mean 7 children. Because niggas like y'all believe that the box is good. Then you find out it's trash. You're like, oh, I didn't even want to be with her anyway.
It's not the box. It's definitely not the box.
Now, JT, What are your thoughts? Do you think she can be helped, JT? Do you think she got good box? Do you think that's the reason why she keep having kids? What are your thoughts? Because Sharon made a point. The neighborhood may say, damn, boy, I bet that thing good. And everybody want to try some of it. And 4 kids, 5 kids, 6 kids now. Sharon, JT, what's your thoughts?
All right, so let me act like I've fucked with a broad like that before. Let me act like I fucked with a broad like that before, right? I'm about to be a nigga on the outside of this shit.
You gotta be able to pume.
Let's come on.
She could be a sweetheart, bro. This is where it gets crazy. This is why we be fucking these bras like we fuck them. There's a part of that's a part that we see of them, dog. They call this thing called pillow talk. And when she get to talking to a dude, you get a chance to see a little more different than what you seen on that camera, right?
You mean like, hey, baby, come on and get that man milk, baby.
Yeah,
she talk like she smokes like she talk like she smokes 7 packs a day.
Listen, I'm not trying to be right. I'm not trying to be right. She got 6 fucking kids, bro.
She got 7 kids. She got 6 baby daddies. She got 7 kids.
6 baby daddies.
Right. So this is the thing. This is the thing that as us as men, one of the things that we do is that we decipher the good parts of those women that we have sleep, that we lay down with. And at the end of the day, there was something about her where a nigga was just like, damn, she a sweetheart. Now she went right back to being that ain't shit bitch.
You didn't see them thighs? She's sitting on a go. You didn't see them thighs, boy? She thicker than a snicker, boy.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
can tell by the way she sits. Listen, her coochie ain't shit though. I'm gonna tell you right now, her coochie ain't shit. Her coochie ain't shit, dog. Listen, hold on real quick, Mr. Payne. Hold on real quick. Her coochie ain't shit. I'm telling you, dog. But listen, she thicker than a snicker. They see that fatty and they want to ride. And then they find out that coochie ain't hitting on a hill of beans, and then they leave her. That's what happened.
I don't think that's
I'm trying to tell you what I love.
I don't think that.
JT, I got one for you though. JT, I really do, because this is not the first time you talked about the sweetness of the whores. You know,
yeah.
And I tell you, man, if I could make money off the song that I made based on your shit, because I got one, the sweet whores of the moonlit night. Right. That's just great. And it's inspired by what you keep saying this, man. You must have been around some serious.
No, I'm telling you, these motherfuckers, and they will show you a part of them that would just make them a sweetheart. You just be like, I'm fucking with her. I'm fucking with her.
You gotta speak for yourself, homie. You gotta speak. Fam, I ain't gonna lie. If a woman got 3,
I can speak for the 6 niggas that she fucked.
Yes, you can. JT, listen. If a woman got 3 children by 3 niggas, I'm like,
yeah. I mean, I
ain't even doing nothing.
So we some wild. Let me tell you something. This is one of the things.
She got 2 children by 2 different niggas. I can't.
This is one of the things that we have to be. We have to be honest with our kids. When our kids get, my kids are grown, so I keep it 100 with them. Right? I'm telling you, when you fucking with women and they're in the hood. That shit that you seeing on the outside, bro. If you laying pipe to her, man, I'm telling you, she gonna say some shit where you just be like, yeah, you gonna be trying to be a counselor, nigga. You gonna be telling her that she can be better. You trying to give her pointers and shit on how to get through in life, and you done bought all the kids bikes and shit.
All 7 of them?
All 7 of them.
You done bought all 7 of them kids bikes?
Hey, JT. It's something about that recycled chicken oil grease that they say. It's something about it.
I'm glad I never. Listen, BMU. I'm so glad I've been bougie. Wait, hold on. I'm so glad I've been bougie and picky my whole life. I am so glad because I cannot relate, niggas. I'm from the hood and I cannot relate, niggas. I'm sorry.
I'm saying that
I cannot relate,
this is the
bro.
greatest part. Now, Dude, I'm old as fuck. I'm picky as shit. I've been picky since I was 39 years old. But I'm just telling you.
I've been picky since 13, though, nigga.
Speaking from experience.
Listen,
I'm picky since 13.
From experience.
I was trying to save him. I was like, you can do better.
You can do better. Come on. We gotta get you an application. Come on, let's get you a job at Walmart.
Right, let's quit fucking around with this shit over here, and I can make you better. Because they be saying some shit,
I need to teach a course. I used to look for girls with 800 credit scores or better, bro. I need to teach a course, nigga, from a young age. That's what if you didn't have an 800 credit score, I wouldn't mess with you.
But Izzy, we already know the cardinal rule with men was that we didn't give a fuck where they worked. We didn't care about the money that they was getting.
Shit. When I was young, I did.
Yeah, nigga, you was
real men didn't ask their girl what their credit score was.
Shit, I knew what your credit score was.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
Whatever.
I'm really big on that shit now. I'm really big on that shit now. Cause it's gonna tell me exactly how she was living her life. If that motherfucker said anything in the 4s,
low 5, even low 6s, you might.
But listen. In this situation, listen, JT, I can understand you. Izzy, I can understand you. I can understand both of y'all. JT, no, he's been around, and there's some women out there that are good at what they do. That's why she got the babies anyway. Dudes is coming over. And she was romancing their ass, and she having that pillow talk with them, and she throw that wet on them, and then she'll fix him dinner. Hold up,
you're forgetting something. You said she throwing that wet on them. She probably got that hot tool. But
see what I'm saying?
Listen.
And Izzy come over late at night, you know, and you got your hands on, and she put it on you, and you was tough. You was tough going in. You was tough going in, though. You in there like, man, I'm just gonna go on over. Then all of a sudden you laying up over 3 days a week.
And let's Coach Bird, all them kids, Coach Bird, all them kids would have deterred Izzy at the door. Hey, are you my daddy? No.
No, but that was cool though. But what I'm saying, and there's some women out there to do it. And listen, I ain't mad at her. Like I said, I ain't mad at her. She's doing what she needed to do. But the fact that, because dudes, listen, women like that, most of those dudes know each other. Most of them know her. They know each other. They see each other moving around. That's just like they'll see her with, listen, that means she had at least everyone on this platform right now. I know BMU. But what I'm saying is, just based off the number. I know. Look, I see her with BMU one month or summer. Then next thing I see our pain with her. Then she come over to me like, what's up? I'm like, and these niggas is going in raw. They ain't taking no precautions, so they all know each other. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm just trying to tell you.
That's why our pain is famous for this.
The toughest things any man has ever done is turn down a nice piece of willing, steaming ass piece of pussy.
Do is get into some nice, soft, pillowy piece of ass.
He got 2 of you, RP. You will never live this down. Ever.
Wait, steaming hot piece of steaming hot.
Yeah,
you ain't never did like that and just put your hand close to it. That shit be steaming like a motherfucker.
Hold on a question. So, Sharon, you ain't never been with a chick like this before?
Nah, I'm not. Nah.
Well, come on, Sharon. You never
seen bougie, man. We bougie, bro. We bougie, bro.
Wait, come on. You never seen a woman, man, with the steam coming off the box?
To be honest with you, I never dated a woman that had children.
While it's condensing? Oh,
whoa. You said you never dated a woman that had children at all? That's crazy. I'm not that bougie, but I've never dated a woman that had multiple children by multiple dudes. And my children don't have no brothers and sisters by nobody else but me.
Okay, so let me say, okay. So then I want to bring this to the courts. All right, because there's something else out there, Sharon, that I wanted you to see. Now I know you probably dated one of these girls, and I know you and Izzy can't be bougie on this one, because I know you guys have dated these type of women before. So let's go over here to the Dollar Tree. And see what they're going on at the Dollar Tree.
shit. Oh shit.
Now I'm gonna start this over.
You done fucked me up now because I was gonna play this. I'm still playing it tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm still playing this bitch tomorrow.
Oh shit. Hit that again.
So you got into it with a girl.
Wait, rewind, brother. Rewind. Oh God, no. Shit.
Wait, she got up and walked off.
He got up and walked, and they fighting in the background. Oh my God, bro.
Yeah. Because you don't put that Enzy on her. Now that's how she acting.
Oh my God.
Look at all these women with these kids.
Now, as you can see in the video, they hit the girl with the car. The girl took that car like it was nothing, like it was a shot of liquor.
Ate that punch. She ate it.
No,
She
but
walked that shit off.
But
And
she
she
didn't.
got
Her
up-
legs didn't get caught. That's what saved her. Her legs.
And she got
didn't
up
get
and started fighting right after she got hit with the car. I mean, she Iron Man.
caught.
Look at
Yeah,
this.
but her legs didn't get caught. She got her legs up.
Ooh. You got lucky.
Yeah, she got lucky.
They don't make
Yo, someone Superman now. Someone Superman now. Oh God. She said,
She's Superman. Here
she
it
hit
goes.
Superman now.
Here
She
it
jumped
goes.
out. Are you?
Sharon, I'm coming to you first, Sharon. If you're at the Dollar Tree with your daughter, what happens if this happens while you're in the Dollar Tree, sir?
That's crazy. I don't even know what to say about seeing stuff like that. I would just leave. I would not be watching. I get my kids up out of there. But that is just wild altogether. That's one of the wildest things I've seen in a while. Speechless. I usually have things to say, but speechless.
Can those women be saved? The one that used the one that used the car as a baseball bat?
Okay. So on that note, I don't mind if I was dating a woman and she had if that was her last result. Hey, I don't mind. I see it. Hey, if you got to get up out of there, you got to use your car to get your ass up out of there. Use that damn car to get up out of there. I don't care. Fuck
She
that.
didn't have to crash into the building and get up out of there, man.
Hey.
She was supposed to
That
went the
was
other way.
the exit. She was
Hey, babe, get yourself up out of there. However you can.
She went the wrong way for back. What is he talking about?
Maybe she see her homegirl getting beat up. And hey, fuck it.
After she
break this shit up.
She tried to run over that girl. That girl said, "Oh, you!"
Stick it up, goddammit.
She came through like Jimmy Fly Snookers.
So my question would be,
if I'm getting my ass whooped, hey, babe, drive that car, run some people over. Fuck that.
So my question would be: should we disassociate ourselves from these type of women?
Oh shit! Damn, BMU. Why didn't play that from the beginning before you asked that question?
No. We've already. A lot of us already did. A lot of us already disassociated ourselves from that. Again, I'm from Detroit. I don't fuck around with shit like that.
No more.
I got fam. No, I ain't never fucked around with shit like that.
Okay.
I ain't never fucked around with shit like that. Even when, so it's weird, especially if you've been in Detroit before, you understand what I'm saying when I'm about to say this. I've lived in predominantly black neighborhood. The thing was that everybody on my block and probably about 5 blocks this way and 5 blocks that way.
Don't forget your
all were people that owned homes. All were people that, they had families and things like that. Now, if you take your ass 2 more blocks farther than the 5 that we was just saying, it's going to be something totally different. It's weird what you see. And now look, this is the craziest part. Where I used to stay at, when I was just talking about how affluent, because it was a little affluent. People worked in plants and stuff like that.
The GM.
But even the block that I stayed on, the majority of people don't own homes anymore. All that shit is rented. So it looks different. Everybody's lawn ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? You got shit just growing wild. You got crime has went skyrocketed over that way, and all kind of crazy ass shit that was there. And that was the association that you had, right? So one of the things I do know that when it comes down to being in a predominantly and being born and raised in a predominantly black neighborhood, people were disassociating themselves with the degenerates, right? We had block clubs. We had people that were doing the lookouts and all these different things. If somebody was at your house and your neighbors didn't notice who they were, they'll tell you. Somebody came over by your house yesterday, or, you know what I'm saying, earlier today or whatever. That was the difference. Now you don't have that because you got people that don't really care. That's why it's very difficult for me to put everything, when we start talking about race and things like that, it's a little bit different. It's like we got to peel these layers back, because it was right in your face. If you seen someone in Detroit that was a white person that was racist, it was easy to pick it out, right? It was very easy to pick it out. Like they say stupid ass shit like, you talk so well. You're so
You're not like the rest of them.
You ain't like, yeah, it was shit like that. And then they find out, I can't say that either, because you're going to get your ass whooped. Because black folks will be like, what you mean by that? No. What you mean by that? You can't change the subject now. It is, that's how we looked at it. But when we start talking about the behavior of the degenerates, yeah, we got to disassociate ourselves. But how do you do that? Because you got people, we associated with family members and all kind of people that we so-called love. And they partake in that type of degenerate ass shit that we just seen. So how do you do? You just disassociate yourself with it. I mean, people been doing it forever. You know what I'm saying? Even when we see black folks, like, we get on these panels and stuff like that. But man, come on, we see different cultures of black folks. Where we at? It can be New York, it can be Detroit, it can be Philly, it can be DC, Texas. It don't matter. You will see a different culture wherever it is that you go. It's certain places that we know as black folks. You just don't go around those goddamn spots. I have family members like, yeah, and they'll tell me that they stay on the fucking number street and they want me to come over for a barbecue. I'll be like, I have to come back later when you move. I'm going over there to them.
Hey, JT,
I'm going to them goddamn number streets.
Hey, JT, you know what's funny about that? I don't know. It must be a redlining thing that we don't know about, because on the East Coast as well, you in the number streets, it's a problem.
You in the number streets, it's a problem.
But that's all over the country, like
yeah,
that.
man, it's something to it. It is absolutely something to it.
That's crazy.
I thought
it was just like
even in Louisiana, in the South, Louisiana and Texas. You go to the number street, the South 3rd, South 4th, your ass is full. You get down if you want to.
Yeah.
Go out there.
It gotta be a redlining thing that we just never
gotta be.
It is. And it's limited access in and out. So that's why they number it, because if they was to set up a perimeter, just they know it's going to be limited access where you can go to. So that's just on a strategic level. But
because you know what's so crazy about that? Like, because I was going to move to Newark, New Jersey. It's really because they got some beautiful houses, but it's like how what JT said. You go 5 blocks down and it start turning into the numbers. It's like what we just seen in the Dollar Tree. The 5 blocks the other way, I'm talking about houses that's 3,000 square feet. The yard is huge. I mean, huge yard. I mean, it's beautiful. But 5 blocks down, it is like night and day. Like, I mean, it's not even like a progression of. It's like, bam, it stops here.
You can feel the tension. You be like, why am I getting so tense up in this motherfucker? You about to find out.
Yep. Calypso glass bottles on the ground, alcohol cans and shit. You know where you at. You know where you at.
It was so brash. I was like, nah, I just can't do it, because the cutoff was just too close. Like, usually it's a progression of whichever direction you go in. This
New Jersey, man.
It was like
I will say this, Sharon. Here in Texas, in South Dallas, It's close to downtown, so when I come through downtown, I go through the hood to come home. Like you have to go through the hood. And when you go through the hood, they're just whitewashing it. I mean, they're gentrifying the shit out of it.
Yes, they changing all that.
And man, they tore all those houses down. They got some beautiful homes they built in there. And
what you talking about, like in Brownsville, Texas?
Huh?
Like in Brownsville?
No, that And so I'm looking at the house. It's beautiful. Got the little wood shop. I say, damn, that's nice. And
But don't they have a Brownsville in Texas over there?
Yeah.
In Dallas?
Yeah, you know where your cousin from, Brownsville, Texas. You know.
I'm looking outside the house at the end of the driveway, because got a for sale sign in the yard. At the end of the driveway, it's a guy doing crack right there on the city in the driveway. I was like, oh hell no.
Yeah, but here's the thing though about this, and this is all over the country, and this is part of the housing market. A lot as we go into the future, I'll say the next 5 to 10 years, by the time the Olympics get here and beyond, people are going to start more gravitating towards those cities more. That's why you're seeing it. And those people who live in those subjugated neighborhoods, they're going to continue to be pushed out further and further away. In the city now is prime real estate. There's a swing of younger people coming to the city, accessing everything in the city. So if you can get you some property now, even though it is expensive, 10 years, 5 years, I'll say 10 years, you won't be able to even look at those properties. They all will be worth
you're correct, but the
$1 million or
young
more.
people saying, man, there's no way they can buy them, right?
Well, because they spending money on bullshit.
No, but what I'm saying is that those kind of future, no, I don't disagree with what you're saying. But listen, I'm one of those kind of guys. I think the future belongs to the young people. And the problem I think we have is that we don't sell them enough of a dream. And one of the things I feel is we spend too much time telling them what's wrong with the world. Like, I'm an old dude, right? The fucking guys, listen, I try not to give them advice because I'm automatically excluded because I come from a different time. And what they miss is that I've seen all the changes firsthand. I've lived through it all, man. To this period, right? I've seen the assassinations in the 60s. I've seen the crack era. I've seen all of it. And so the point I'm just trying to mention is, a lot of people don't want to hear anything from somebody old, but the young people can't tell them shit because they haven't experienced. They live through what they've heard, not what they've seen. So, but I try to get young folks to think about what the future is. And what you just said is, how should a young person play into how they could be a part of the future without worrying about the baby boomers failed them, the Gen X's failed them, all that horse shit, because there's nothing they could do about that now. Just like black people as a community, that white people didn't give us reparations, right? Let me tell you, what they did to us during slavery, they could never repay us. Never.
Yeah.
So I'm saying we got to leave some of that shit. We need to know the knowledge of it, but we got to stop dwelling in it, and we need to move forward. And the young people need to have a vision of what they want this place to look like in the future.
I think,
and that's the one thing I think we have a problem with. So we can't keep carrying the baggage and selling the. We can't keep carrying the baggage and sell the future.
Right back, Blake, man. Hold on.
Before you go, JT, I'm gonna show you something. Before you go, because I want you guys to see this here. Before I know you come back, JT, but I want to play this.
No, go ahead.
Because this is what we're dealing with as well. I know I should show y'all that rhetoric, and we had a just everybody fell out. But tell me what you think about the future of this right here.
I would like to say our vows now to our brother husbands. Carl, I want to include you in these vows because you're a part of this circle, and I love you so much. Thank you for accepting our brother husband, and thank you for embracing me just as I am, free and totally committed to you.
Okay. So I would just like to say that without your courageousness, without your leadership, I wouldn't be standing here today. And I couldn't pick anyone else in this world to be a brother, a husband with than you.
Thank you. That's not a compliment. What the freak?
Just drop the bomb. Drop the goddamn bomb.
I got something to say, but give me 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Go ahead, JT. Do what you gotta do.
Let me say this before I go. I talked to those brothers. I talked to both of those brothers.
Oh, in real life?
To them in real life. Yeah. I had them. I was on the panel with them. And let me tell you something. We got really, it got really bad. And I was on it was on Saturday, so y'all already know what was going on with me. And man, these guys, they hurt my heart just for the whole thing of manhood, where I'm like,
oh my God.
What panel was they on, JT?
Hey, which one is the bottom? Which one is the bottom?
They were, I think they were on Tommy Sotomayor's panel.
What?
He had a panel when he had, I think it was because he's talked to them before too, and somebody else had talked to him. Right. I talked to him multiple times, and let me tell you, now the little brown skinned dude with the contacts, we had a little back and forth, but that one with the braids, that was the one where I was just like, oh yeah, you are a broad, no doubt about it. That I could not believe, because it's man. I talk, even when I talked to her, I had a better time talking to her than I had with those two guys.
Damn.
You tried to bang it out. You was trying to bang it out though.
Because the questions started getting more and more. Those questions that we had as men, because it was mostly men that was on the panel, and the questions we had, they were agitating the light-skinned guy. The brown-skinned dude, he got into it with somebody else. But I was like, man, and I think even with I think Mr. Fantastic had talked to him before.
Hey.
They've been on these panels.
Wow.
They was on the beef. They was on the beef before.
What? Really?
Yes.
Yeah, so let me ask you this question real quick. I saw Sharon throwing his head like this when he saw the video. Sharon, so if your wife wants to have a husband brother, are you not okay with it?
Husband brother. We're happy.
That husband brother shit was wild.
Husband brother is way wild.
Yeah, for me,
give me a high five.
It's only a 1P per fantasy for me. I ain't know no Diddy shit. I ain't watching. I ain't no cook. I ain't doing none of that craziness. That's just not part of my DNA, but clearly we just gotta have to start respecting that it is some men out there that do not mind, or they actually enjoy seeing their wife get, like, physically watching it. Number one, right? What's to do from tonight's conversations? Right. He said he want to marry a chick and they go to these parties and they go in there together.
They rocking with the pineapples, no doubt.
Yeah, he literally want to get a wife so he could go to swinger parties. That's like, that blew my mind.
But Sharon, do you know that these folks been together, man? They've been together for over
20 years.
Yeah, man.
The light-skinned dude.
The light-skinned dude and her was together. It's been 25 years since they've been together. Yeah. But it's been 14 years with the other dude. Oh, like shit. they've been rocking on social media for a while now, bro.
Yeah.
So, they've been out here doing this thing for a minute, and it was another guy that they had, but they got together and kicked that nigga the fuck up out of here.
So I don't agree with it for myself. I wouldn't advise any of my family members to do it. However, it is clearly a certain group of men out there in the world that absolutely can thrive in this type of relationship. Clearly,
obviously.
I'll be right back, Black man.
14 years.
So should we dissociate from those type of men?
Dissociate from. I just don't have no idea what they would bring to help me out. I don't dissociate from them. I don't really care about people's sexual preference. Hey, what you do in your private is what you do in your private. It's not going to really come up in conversation with me. I'm not going to talk to you about. You know what I'm saying? Like those conversations don't even really come up for real. So as long as you're not like at the dinner tables and y'all kissing each other in the face, even if it's a straight couple, I don't want y'all kissing at no damn dinner table. You do that in your privacy. So as long as they stay cool and cordial as respectful grown folks, I don't really care about your bed life. So I don't know if I have to disassociate it.
Yeah. Is he? Are we dissociating from these guys, or are you going to add? Are you going to be another one of the husband brothers?
Man, stop. Nigga. I'm gonna be what? The disrespect is intolerable. It's unpardonable. What you talking about, fam? What?
Hey, how can you as a man, like, you're not a real man, bro? I don't care what nobody say. I ain't no way I'm gonna sit there and watch another man pound my wife out.
So you saying Diddy's not a real man?
Man, whoa, pause for a second. Because we did find out. Did y'all are y'all caught up on the case? On the trial?
Yeah.
It puts a new meaning to P.
Diddy.
No, but hold on. But what happened? He said Cassie told him to piss in her mouth.
Man, come on.
Listen,
you believe that?
We'll leave that alone. We'll leave that alone. Go ahead, Izzy. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Man, you believe that? I got a bridge in Brooklyn I can sell you too, homie.
Before we go into Cassie, are you saying P. Diddy is not a real man? Because he definitely watched.
Yeah,
he ain't a real man.
Yeah, he ain't a real man.
Not to me.
He is a true demon, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Easy work.
Yeah.
That's
But that doesn't mean he's guilty of the shit that the feds are talking about.
So these two men that we
guilty.
Just saw,
this nigga's guilty. I'm sorry.
But the two men we just saw and Diddy, add him up in there with them. Should we disassociate ourselves from these types of men?
But this is the thing though, BMU. All jokes aside, we never if you don't live that lifestyle, you're not associated with them anyway, right? So the truth of the matter is that's not a and let's keep it a buck. Like even the son, husband, brothers, cousins, whatever the hell they are dudes that make money, and that woman makes money. They generate money, right? So and not that makes it okay. It's just that they are not on the same tier as those girls that was knocking down the god dog on Dollar General. Like that's not the same people. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody that don't care about their car enough to run it into a building, that's not you ran your whole car into a building.
I'm surprised that wasn't when I see things like this, right? It also makes me wonder about the men that constantly cheat with a married woman, knowing that woman is married, she lives with her husband, and they go around sneaking. To me, it's almost they are in that same. It's like in that same weird space, because it's the same thing. The only difference is that you being secretive about sharing your woman, but
some people like it in the middle. You heard that song? Some people like it in the middle, unfortunately.
Sharon,
that's real. Some people like some people. There's men and women that don't want you unless you have somebody else. There's men and women that's like that, and that is definitely a thing. And it's called some people like it in the middle. They like being in the middle.
There's a guy getting sued for having adultery, man. With just it's real time with Steve. The football player, Steve, whatever the name is, he's getting sued, man. The husband is suing him for affection.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Alienation of affection. In North Carolina, you absolutely could do that. Yeah, alienation of affection.
I think in Georgia as well.
There's like seven or eight states that have that law.
Man,
explain that law.
I think we just got to be real with it, and it is more common than we think that is men out there sharing women. The same way how we like to say, "Yeah, women sharing men anywhere." It's a lot of men sharing women, and
that's not a lot of men.
He's right though, man. He's right.
Who's these wives cheating with?
There's a lot of men sharing women.
It is
not intentionally.
Hold before everybody. If we could accept there's a whole bunch of men who are butt buddies out there, how could it be so far fetched to say that there's a lot of men sharing women?
Knowingly or unknowingly? Knowingly or unknowingly?
No, unknowingly.
That's not true, man. All you gotta do is look at the lead attorney show once, and he'll tell you, man.
I'll say it in this capacity. If that is true, and I always look at age, them niggas is 40 and under doing that shit.
No, they not. These motherfuckers is all ages, bro. You got to remember, niggas are already saying this shit.
Hold on, real quick. But this is the thing.
In nursing homes.
This is the thing. If you sleeping with this is the thing too, though. We gotta be real about this shit. Sleeping with a woman, even though I absolutely, Sharon, because you got to clarify for this nigga, I absolutely do not agree with this behavior. Right? I absolutely don't adhere to it. I don't live it, but I understand. Like, yo, if you are sleeping with somebody, that doesn't mean that you're sharing them, right? So the husband is obligated. That's his wife. They're in a relationship. A nigga that's just tapping that ass is a nigga that's just tapping that ass. He's not sharing. He's not necessarily sharing that woman.
That's
even
bullshit.
No, it's not. Think about it. It's sharing. Them sister brother cousins. Them niggas is sharing that bitch. They both booed up, honey boo loving. That's they girl. That's both they girl. A nigga that creep is a creeper, but that's not them sharing that woman because all he doing is banging her out and leaving. He don't care nothing about that chick.
I get what you're saying on that aspect of it because now you're intertwining your everyday life with that person. So yes, I can agree with you on that on that point. However, it's still sharing.
Yes,
it's still sharing.
Maybe you might be sharing the box, but you're not sharing.
Let me tell you what's about to happen. Let me tell you guys what's about to happen.
A lot of men who know their wives are out there banging, man. There's a lot of men.
There's a lot of dudes that know that shit.
But hold on, Payne. This is the thing.
Come on, man.
I don't know not on one.
Making stuff up, man.
Hold on. This is what you guys. This is what you ain't understanding. This is what dudes is really.
Here's how I know. This how you know that. This how you know. This the percentage of women who are banging other dudes who are married is pretty. It's like 30-something%.
Oh, but that's the women.
Wait a minute. Wait a second before you go crazy. To think how many men these days who talk a big shit on these panels, but they stay with those women. They stay with those women.
They ain't talking about they women.
A lot of times they don't.
There's a lot of men these days who stay with wives who are banging other fucking guys.
They don't know a lot of times, Mr. Payne. Come on.
Yes, they know.
It wouldn't be a thing. Hold on real quick. It wouldn't be a thing of women are the best cheaters if all these men like, yo, I was just watching this Instagram joint where the motherfucker asked, he was going around saying, hey, how many of your boyfriends have you cheated on that never knew? And these bitches like, I think it was, have you ever cheated on your boyfriend and they never knew? And these chicks were like, hell yeah. Like a lot of times, dudes
you right about
know
that.
when they
I agree with that, but two things can be true at the same time.
Oh man, dudes don't be knowing that shit.
No, hold on, coach.
You give men too much credit.
Dudes be crashing out. What you talking about?
We ain't talking about the men of our day. We're talking about the men of today, man.
They'll be crashing out. Our Payne, man, these young dudes be. Man, what we talking about? They'll be coming up in there, man, spraying the whole neighborhood off.
But because that nigga, listen, this is the thing. Two things can be true at the same time. What's happening is that the transitioning of how people look at relationships, sex, and all this shit is going to that point now. You have a lot of niggas that is not caring if she's fucking another nigga. A lot of these dudes are. A lot of these guys, even married men. Now, when we start putting it into demographics, it's a little bit different. Once you get to our Payne's age, I'm telling you right now.
Running that bullshit down like that, knowing y'all know you know nobody like that.
Once you get to our Payne's age, niggas don't give a fuck.
Banging out his wife and they know it.
JT, let me ask you a question. How many niggas do you know that their wife is messing with another man? How many niggas?
It's a big ass
zero. Okay. Mr. Payne, keep it real. Mr. Payne, how many niggas did you know that their wife is sleeping with another man? No, okay, so zero. Okay, I'm done with you. Yo, BMU, I already know. How many niggas you know?
Zero.
Yo, Coach Ferg. Sharon, how many niggas you know that their wife is having sex with another man? Is cool. How many men?
So for me, I want to keep it. I want to keep it honest. I don't have conversations with other people about these sexual situations. I would never.
I don't either, but
It's like I don't have those type of conversations, right? However, I have had conversations with my homies when he like, yo, what I'm gonna do because my wife cheated. I had that conversation before.
Okay, what was your advice? That's a good question. What was your advice to that homie?
Okay. There you go. There.
Did he leave that home? Hey, hold on real quick. Did he leave that?
Literally, that's why. Yes, that's why.
He left that home.
You didn't ask the right question.
Did he leave
you
her?
still didn't ask the right question though.
No, only out of the 3 men I ever had a conversation with it about, only one of them actually left.
Right. We don't speak on it from that concept. We don't speak on it from that concept.
He wasn't volunteering to let that keep going when he found out.
I'm going to speak on it.
With it.
Now listen, I'm going to speak on it from
hold on real quick,
flip.
JT. Hold on real quick, JT. Before you flip it, Coach Ferg, let's be clear. If you take your woman back after she cheats on you, make no mistake about it, she's going to cheat on you
do it again.
Oh, yeah, make no mistake. That's even not even a question. If you accept your woman after she cheats on you, wife or not, she's going to cheat. She's going to do it again.
Listen, I'm 1,000%.
Long time ago.
Okay, Bernie Mac, we got you.
There was this lady that I knew.
See?
We
That's what I was about to flip it to.
We talked about this
Everybody got a story.
This is her words. These were her words. I can't believe that you nutted in me, and I'm sitting up here having dinner with my husband with you inside of me.
Oh, geez.
I remember. I heard something like that. But again, hold on. Time out. But again, her husband did not know this.
Right.
You ain't gonna tell me if we line 10 brothers up in this situation that more than 2 of them would even be like, okay, we can still live together. You can come through on Wednesdays and share my wife. Hell no. Come on, man. There ain't nobody 40 and under going at all. These dudes crash out over their girlfriend.
Right,
what are we talking about?
Well, a bitch they like. They crash out with a chick they just like.
Right.
Hold on. It's not going to be that, what you just said, but this is the thing. Somebody said, I think Sharon said it. These niggas ain't admitting that shit, man. These niggas they be in some other shit, man, and they not gonna tell their homies that the shit happened.
So most dudes know. So y'all saying most women are cheating?
I'm not gonna say most. Let me just put it to you like this:
30% is a good number.
That's why I said I was gonna flip it. Have you ever been with a woman that was either married or in another a serious relationship?
When I was 19.
I don't give a fuck how old you was. Yes or no? No, the answer was yes or no.
Yes, when I was 19, yes.
What about you, Izzy Bands?
Once as a young man. I don't do shit like that.
You see what
I just did it for kids. Yeah, that's one of my JT. Hold on, JT. That's one of my principles that I live by. I do not mess with married women at all. And I don't believe in messing with a woman with a boy. If I know you got a boyfriend, I'm not dealing with it.
That's my principle also, right? But it wasn't always my principle, right?
I never fooled around with a married woman.
Now, this is the craziest part. This is the craziest part. So women, if y'all listening, this is the thing. This is why you would have men that say, this woman ain't shit. You have men that say that. Now, some men, they just, they bitter. Some shit happened to them, whatever. But most men that would tell you that these women ain't shit, it'd be the most docile, beautiful women that motherfuckers can ever come across, married and everything. And these motherfuckers would sit back and get some side dick quick and fast.
Yep.
So the niggas on the other side of that game would sit back and be like, that bitch, you be like, she my girl, she cool and all, but she ain't shit. And the older we get, and the more like, I don't trust none of you whores. This is why you got niggas that say this shit. This is why you have dudes that say that. They're not saying it because they're bitter. They're saying it because I've been in cahoots with a bitch that was fucking around on her man, her husband, and all this crazy ass shit. And she's nice. She's cool. That's why I told you. I'm like, nah, whores. I ain't talking about hoes. I'm talking about whores. They can be whores and hoes and all this, man, but they can be some of the most beautiful women.
Here we go. Here we go.
They would be sweethearts, nigga. They would be sweethearts. I'm telling you.
Hey,
they
right
ain't shit.
Right after y'all bring you a glass of water.
Man, they gonna do the whole thing. They got you.
Hey, you know what? You know what makes me?
I only heard stories because I only been with 3 women my whole life. That's the only. So.
There you go with them lies again. Hey, yo, JT speaking for experience. We can see the lie in your face, brother. We can see lie.
What say again? You only had 3 women in your life.
His whole life.
Only the one that I had.
His baby mama, all the children.
You out your motherfucking mind, Sharon.
No, he needs to know.
Okay.
He's always crying.
Yeah, tough love it is. Tough love. Wake up, idiot.
This nigga look, had the nerve, BMU. Hold on, BMU had the nerve yesterday to say, because I always tell the truth. I don't be lying. This thing ain't shit. Sharon just ain't shit.
My story, and I'm sticking with it.
I said he just ain't shit, Lord. Help that brother out.
But you know what's crazy, man? Why men spaz out? It's because when they find out that their wife, when they cheat, they're going to do everything for that man that they're cheating with that they would never do for you.
It'll make you spaz the fuck out.
With I think the cheating part for most people, and I think this is men and women, I think it's just a blow to the ego. Most people that get cheated on that got really hurt is because they look at their partner like, motherfucker, how can you cheat on me? No. I'm the best thing that ever happened to you. I think that's really what it is more than it has anything to do with the other person.
That's a piece of it.
But this is it. I make sure that's why I make sure that I get everything possible that can be got. So that way it don't have to be, hey, listen, I ain't never look at another nigga and be like, you ain't get what I got because I got it all.
Jerome, you're absolutely wrong though, man. Let me put it to you this way. I think you're wrong from the standpoint that it's not just an ego thing. Ego's involved, but it's not always negative. If you're a man who's dedicated and obligated to your wife, and you take care of everything and her needs, and not only you have plans for this woman and the kids that she's supposed to have given you, that's yours, hopefully. If she's cheating, you don't know that no more. But but most men who are dedicated to their wives, and I'm sure you're married, we don't take care of our women when we're alive. We also take care of them when we're dead. Women don't think about us like that. So now this is a chick that, when Ted's life insurance, shit like that, you want to make sure your wife is good when you're gone.
Yeah.
Most of us do. So I'm saying, even if she has her own,
I'm doing it right now. Even if it's just my kid.
Let me finish this. I'll be real quick. That woman, if that's the woman that you've been, the kind of man you are too, not you, but just in general, she goes out to some fucking stud muffin that hasn't paid one dime of dudes, and he's banging her ass out, man. He's rubbing that ass. He's holding it down while he's spewing his spunk all over.
Damn, you just made that shit so bad.
Come on, man. That's why
he's so much bigger. And
that's why dudes will crash out because he see that same picture I paint just
turned up. Come over here. She turned over backwards and
move on,
the back. I want you to bang this shit out, man. I want to remember this shit, man. You know what? So, because when I go home to that mundane shit, I want to think about you, baby. And I'm saying that's why men trip out when their wives fucking fuck with somebody else, because they know that that's her time to go buck fucking wild.
Right. And you know what?
Come back from that.
I think he's looking at it on her phone, and all he hears is this.
I just want to lay the groundwork.
What I think our pain is talking to is the ego got bruised. They don't got nothing because he don't know none of those things actually happened. So he thought
it don't matter.
It does matter because that's not what happened, right? Your ego is what got bruised.
No,
You don't even know why she's in.
Okay, you're wrong, brother.
No, Sharon, because
it's okay. Y'all can
go ahead, finish. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ. What I'm saying
That's
is that
what she
again,
said.
all the
That's
things
what
that
she
you
said. Go ahead,
speaking to was your imagination of what somebody's doing to your woman that you couldn't do, right? That's what, not you.
No, I know what you're saying. Go ahead.
And so you know what I'm saying? So that's all the ego being bruised up, and now you want to take some kind of get back and you mad. But in reality, if you take your ego out of it, you just leave. That's it. Ain't that really that big of a deal? Hey, listen, I gave you what I gave you because I thought you was true with me. Now that I know that, now I know the truth, I'm leaving. I'm gonna take my skills and give it to somebody else.
But that's why you leave, though, brother. Because your imagination is all that matters. It doesn't matter whether it really happens. It doesn't matter if they had a condom. It doesn't matter if it was just a military missionary position. All I could think of is all the shit I would do if I was unfettered with a chick that don't matter to me. I'm fucking rolling her around.
Hey, I thought you was gonna go in a different direction. I thought you was going with the fact that if you I thought he was going to the fact that if on seriousness, if you're a man that takes someone got something playing in the background.
Yeah.
Goddamn, the moderator and the host.
BMU.
He muted us.
Put your shit on mute, BMU.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Goddamn host.
I'm tipping our pain, stroking the damn
microphone. You was in the zone, boy. Hey, look, but check it out. If you are a man that's taking care of your wife and faithful to your wife, the betrayal of her not being faithful to you a lot of times. Yeah. But it's not necessarily about the positions and all that and what you would do. It's really the betrayal of the fact that you could have been out there. You could have been out there doing your thing, but you wasn't. This ain't the best man, Mr. Payne.
It's the image that's what's in your head. It's not just it's the betrayal.
Yeah, you think about another.
Hold on.
But to Sharon's,
separate the betrayal from the image.
But to Sharon's point is this: a lot. It's a element of it that is ego, right? It is an element of it that is ego, and because it goes to what you were just saying, Payne. I don't want no other nigga pressing my goddamn woman and begging her to fuck. Yeah, because she's in that's why when we talk to women, it's a difference. It's a difference in like if they picture their man, cheat on them and screwing another woman. At least he's in the he's banging, right? But if this nigga picturing her and you got this nigga that got her motherfucking ankles as earmuffs.
Listen, man, let's get off this nigga.
Most I've ever had, man.
Coach Ferg.
Listen. I'll say this. Listen. No, man. I ain't gonna let y'all say that shit, man. No, listen.
Coach Ferg, hold on, Coach Ferg, because
it's a motherfucker, man. It'll fuck your ego up, though.
Look, Coach Ferg, we have to give life to this thing because imagine she tell you, baby, I feel like a slut when I give you head, and then you all of a sudden find out she over there with him.
No, listen, you gotta let our Payne and JT answer that question.
That nigga got it.
What I'm saying,
got our shit looking like this.
What I'm saying is,
so Sharon.
I don't play those games.
God forbid. But if your wife cheat on you, would you take her back? Would you work things out? So you done immediately.
I'm done.
I agree.
I'm not a cheater or anything like that, and I pay attention to as much things I can. So if my person, whoever I'm with, do that to me, I'm just gonna leave because you lost out. That's on you. So I don't look at it as I could have been doing something or I'm hurt, like I did something wrong. I don't believe none of that shit. I ain't do nothing wrong. That is that person's degenerate behavior, loss of whatever you went through.
I can
You
fuck with
need to
that.
go through that, and I ain't going through you. I ain't going past that.
Yeah, I can fuck with that.
So to what Sharon said, this is what I'm saying. The wrong word is being used. It ain't the ego, it's a man's pride. One thing, a man that does take care of his family, he's prideful in taking care of his family. It ain't his ego. It's her ego and her arrogance to even step outside and let a nigga like me come over, meet me at the hotel, when she done pay for the hotel, and she's giving her energy and her body to another man. It's her ego, but a man's pride. You break a man's pride, you subject to not be found.
Yeah,
that's the problem. You can't break a man's pride because most men that take care of his family, just like Sharon, your pride is going to cause you to leave. You too prideful to subjugate to yourself to a woman that cheats on you. Your pride.
No, his common sense. His common sense.
But what I'm saying is, he values himself. He values himself as a man. So that's why his pride comes in.
Let me ask you a question real quick, Coach Berg. So with that being said, right? Do you think damn, hold on real quick. I got it. So Sharon, okay. Listen. At the end of the day, right? Do you put all, and this is for everybody, right? And let me preface this first. I'm of the firm belief in my older age with this little bit of gray that I have, that you can't put that past anybody, right? You treat your woman good. You treat your woman with respect. You treat your woman with love and care. But I would never bet money that, oh no, not my woman. My woman would never. She could never.
Right.
In 2025, do y'all believe that a man should have a mindset that his wife would never or could never step out on him?
Hell no. You gotta wake your ass up.
Could I have a mindset?
You show your ass. You should show your ass.
All right, well, let's talk a little more about that, because no, my motherfucking pride and my ego is telling me that bitch bet not.
No.
The
You should
difference.
always
She
understand
bet
that
not.
there's a possibility. That
There's
always
a possibility, but she bet not, because I'll ruin Christmas for everybody.
Everybody should.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, pride and ego is right there with me.
But let me say this real quick.
Let me say
this real quick. There's a series. I think it's a reality show. I think it's reality, but it's called Sex Life on Netflix. The guy goes in. His wife is downstairs. She's a housewife. He's a lawyer. She's downstairs in her fucking laptop, just typing away, dazed in the ceiling and shit. She leave that bitch open. He goes to get some coffee, and she's in the bedroom with the kids. Long time. He look over at the laptop. She's writing in her journal, talking about how much she missed that big dick of her ex and how he used to pound her pussy out and her husband can't do it like that. And how his dick used to taste in her mouth and all this fucking shit. Ran him motherfucking crazy, nigga. He went from being a lawyer to the point where he tried to mimic the damn dude he tried to mimic the damn dude that was fucking her. To the point he went and found the nigga, went to the gym where the nigga work out at, went into the showers to see how big the nigga dick was and shit.
So now, hold on, fellas. Let me tell y'all this. Tomorrow I'm having a show, Black Man Unfiltered, What We Know, right? And that I'm gonna have to clip this thing out. Because my whole thing would be, what would you do if you found out that your woman had cheated, and you know for a fact that she cheated on you, and you know the details? What would you do?
Sharon gonna kill her.
Keep it in mind. No, just keep it in mind. Tomorrow, I'm having that show, and that shit gonna be crazy because I got something to show y'all. I got a motherfucking thing to show y'all. This shit, man, that shit hurt. Nigga, I don't even have a woman cheating on me. And my stomach hurts right now by us just having this fucking conversation. It's just...
But you know what I discovered is anecdotal.
Talking about, I don't know how I would actually feel if I cut you off.
You know you did.
No, I didn't, because I got my computer low.
Okay, well, give me 1 quick second.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is this, real fast. I'm gonna be real fast.
Balls.
Yo, what I learned is in my older age that really, all jokes aside, we get into this thing about whose pussy is it, and it's my pussy, and all this shit, right? what I've started to learn for real is, they get that motherfucking pussy to whoever they want to give it to. It don't matter if you're married. It don't matter if you've been with her since you was a kid. It don't matter because unfortunately, it's so much temptation out here, and access is so accessible that you can't put it past anybody. I'm not saying that your woman would. I'm not putting that on your woman. I'm just saying I don't put any more stock or any more pride or even any more thought into that shit. Like when a nigga will say, "Oh, well, your girl busting it down, she left." Hey, listen, if she do, she do. And the moment I find out, it's over.
It's over with.
It's over.
I'm not going to prison for her ass.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Go ahead, Sharon.
What's up, BMU with saying how he wound up finding what she missed, what she reminisced on. I think that is another conversation too. That's a very difficult conversation because she's not cheating, right? Yeah. She's just writing down her old thoughts. She could be the most. That is a very difficult.
Well, Sharon, you ain't let me finish.
I'm not sure how I would.
Sharon, you ain't let me finish.
I don't think that's grounds for leaving the woman.
Shit.
Hold on. Sharon, you ain't let me finish. He saw this shit. He went to the gym to find the man, trying to find the man. The man was shot, looking at the man. He said, "Oh," because he knew the man was bigger than he was and shit. But then guess what? He went home and tried to fuck her hard like he used to, and she fucking hit her head on the counter, bust her face open and shit. But at the end of it, she started reminiscing about this motherfucker, and she fucked around and went to the club with her best friend and saw the motherfucker at the club, nigga. Damn. And it was over with. He started banging her motherfucking ass out. Over with. As soon as she seen him, he put that dick on her, and she went back home. She didn't know what to say to her. I'm so sorry. And then not only did he fuck her, the girl started telling her best friend, "He's the best since I've ever. He's just got this hold on me." And the best friend like, "Shit, I need to get some of that dick." She go over to talk to her best friend. The best friend fucking him. Shit.
That sounds like crazy. I can see that. That sounds like a wild TV show, but
it's called Sex Life on Netflix. Go watch that shit. It'll blow your fucking mind.
In real life, all of our, unless you with a virgin, she has somebody and.
Yeah, all kind of sperm floating up in there.
So hey, Marvel's opinion just got up here. Let me just say this real quick.
What's up, Marvel?
I've been married for a long time, man. Me and my wife, we had these conversations before that. All I said to her, right? Because I agree with this, you can never know what another person does.
Right.
So I just said this, you ever let anybody fuck you, man? Here's what I'm gonna say. Don't ever let me find out.
You bet not ever let me find out.
Don't ever let me find out. Take that shit to your grave. And if you're on your deathbed before me, don't think that you need to fucking assuage your soul. But let me know you did that.
Hey, listen.
So I don't want to remember you like that because I'm a
pain. Hey, hold on. Before we pass it,
shit to your grave, and I'll bury you like you're my loving wife, like I always do.
Damn, look.
You're the problem, Mr. Pan.
That's all I said. She looked at me like I was crazy, but she smiled.
Real quick, she gonna be like that. She gonna say,
I need to tell you something.
She gonna say, I fuck Paul Bennett.
You're going to
oh shit! Damn,
you're going to Pottersville, goddammit. That's where you go, Pottersville. So keep that shit. You go and you fucking share that shit with God. Don't let me know.
I kill you.
Hey, for me, I'm the opposite. I'm like, hey, listen, just tell me, come to me, let me know, everything's be okay. We can work through it because I want her to have confidence.
He trying to get out. He trying to get out with the money. He trying to get out with the money. He trying to get out with the money.
Yeah, I'm giving her all the confidence in the world. Hey,
guess what, Sharon? Why you doing that? Why you doing that? Anger man standing outside your window like this.
It's my turn.
Damn. Like, hey, Mr. Penn on that Mario Wanda shit. I don't want to know if you cheated.
Hey, Black man, hey, listen, if you get.
Hey, I'm like, leave that door open so you can tell me so I know.
That's a big ass nigga right there. He trying to get paid. He like, you won't get none of my money.
No, listen. If you guys want to see something funny, but the shit is crazy, and this was when I was a kid. But if you see it now, it's still funny. Which way is up, Richard Pryor?
Oh yeah, that shit's hilarious.
When him and old girl and he found out that she was pregnant with another nigga
with the pastor baby. After she was doing all that shit, talking about he better not cheat on her.
Right. That nigga was choking her out. The family was trying to get the kitchen. That nigga said, "Fuck this," and she was choking her, and she said, "Ethan, what you say? What you say?" He fucks around and said, "Well, fuck it then." And let me tell you something. I got a woman on the other side of town. And let me tell you something, baby. She's good to me. And I got a kid too. And da-da-da. And while that nigga was talking, she threw that knife at that nigga. Man, if y'all don't get it, which way is up? I swear to God, if y'all see that scene right there, it's actually still a good movie. When did that movie come out? In
like
78?
Like 78. My mother took me to go see that.
When I tell you that shit, man, that shit is funny as hell. But it was some true ass shit.
But
when you see it,
I got something that's gonna rival that now. The worst scene in cinematic history from cheating is the scene from Best Man.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
When he was
no, hold on, BMU. The worst scene from cheating was a family that prays, nigga.
Yes, sir.
That was the worst scene for cheating. A family that prays. That nigga slapped that bitch over the couch. He said, what?
That bitch told him she was fucking around with the white guy.
And he is better and the Cartwrights. He said,
yeah. I said Tyler Perry needed his ass whooped for putting that scene in.
The reason I said the Best Man scene is the worst is because while he was giving his vows, he was seeing her getting pounded up by his homeboy standing behind him. And the nigga fucker standing right behind him.
But
no way I would have married her. No way.
Oh my God.
No, he had to marry her. That was the best. Listen, that nigga was so dirty, doing so dirty, and she was a good girl. He had to marry her.
Yeah, because you got to remember, he was fucking around on her too.
Everybody, this nigga was doing wild.
This nigga was fucking old school.
But Terrence Howard fucked his friend. But Terrence Howard spit the shit out of him. Terrence Howard said, "So you telling me Mia ain't never gave that pussy to nobody else?"
No, Terrence Howard wasn't shit. That was the homeboy.
No, man. See, that's the problem. That Terrence Howard is the type of friend you need.
You need. That's what I'm about to say. I said Terrence Howard.
You want your friend to tell you that.
But Terrence Howard still wasn't shit. That would have been my homeboy. But I've been like, nigga, that was fucked up what you said to him. Because that nigga was like, nigga, I'm a pimp with this motherfucking shit on.
He said, "How you know ain't nobody else fuck with Mia?" He said, "Wait my dick curve in that pussy." He said, "You sure?"
Really, nigga?
He said, "You mean L, baby? You mean all that shit that you did, L, baby? And you don't think that she..."
Terrence Howard is the nigga in your life that you need to make you get better in life. That nigga was that motherfucking friend that he was. I said, damn, he wasn't a bad friend. But that nigga would not hold. He'd be like, nigga, I'm going to hold this right here. But nigga, say some slick shit to me if you want to.
JT.
They would sit remember when they would sit at the table? And he was like, you really, you for real, nigga, you think Mia ain't never fucked with another nigga? Because that nigga was talking that shit with
it looked dead ass in Tay Dick's face. Like,
right.
You going to tell him?
You going to tell him? Fuck it. I'm gonna keep fucking with him then. Cause this nigga was trying to act like he was the most intelligent nigga on relationships. Terrence, I was like, nigga, you don't know me, nigga. I'm a pimp about mines.
When that nigga start reading that book, that nigga say,
"Yeah, man."
He started seeing red, ain't he?
That nigga started seeing red. You ain't lying.
Red.
Now, if you guys ain't never seen, the series, The series is way worse than the motherfucking movie, nigga.
It is.
It's way worse than the movie.
Man, you know I ain't watching that shit.
That series is crazy.
So again,
nigga.
that movie was almost 20 years ago. Now, how do y'all think brothers in their 30s and 40s is handling shit like that?
Now they crashing out.
They crashing out. They ain't saying, baby, we can talk about it. They ain't gonna have no conversations, and they gonna.
Now y'all see the videos on Facebook. Y'all see the videos on Facebook where the dude
I can't wait till the show tomorrow, dog. God damn, I can't wait till the show tomorrow.
Like this here, while you hitting no girl from the back, and her boyfriend called her, and he said, "Answer the fucking phone." He said, "You better not moan though." And she said, "Hello." And as soon as she said hello, he said,
"Yeah, he was banging the fuck out of that."
And the dude on the phone crashed. He said, "What you doing?" She said, he said, "You fucking." And he said, "Oh,
hey man, listen. You can't play games with these young ass niggas here. And I tell any young woman, quit playing games with these niggas out here. These niggas, these crash outs is totally different than what we was doing. We'll beat somebody up or something like that. These niggas they got the switch. But
listen, at the end of the day. But what we don't talk about, that shit is dangerous, man. That shit is. I tell a woman with me like that mess with me. I said, look, if you want to see other dudes, just say that. Give me a choice and a chance, because at the end of the day, you don't know what that next man got on his mind. I don't know what the nature of y'all relationship is. I might think we tight and it's me and you, but it was you and him first. And then I come in the picture, and then this nigga try to delete me, and I don't even know nothing about you. So like, women, that shit is a dirty, dangerous game.
So is it better?
And that's why I don't play it. That's why I don't play it.
So is it better for us to play? Is it better for us to be in the game? Is it better for us to go ahead, get these women out of the motherfucking game, and we just have an understanding that we're just going to be faithful to each other? Is it better for that?
Let Marvelous after is it Marvelous?
Yeah, shout out to Marvelous. The thing is, yes, ultimate, but the problem is that people ain't playing the game how the game go. It's so many people that's just out here doing what they do and trying to creep and sneak that ain't no guarantees in anything. Shit. But I at least say, listen, because I'm really honest. I'm honest about it. If you let me know up front, listen, I got this going on, I'm gonna respect you as a woman for keeping it real with me and giving me a choice. Now, chances are I'm probably not gonna mess with you, but at least give me the option.
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, I don't want to be that brother trouble that lost his like he in the house. He get deleted by the next man. He don't even know that that's the next man's house.
Man. That shit dangerous.
That shit is dangerous, man. That shit is terrible. And like,
take my option away. Yeah, don't take my option.
Please don't take my option away. Let me know, like, if you, because you got it's your coochie, girl. Do what you want to do with it. Right. But just let me know, please. Just give me an option.
And respect my wishes if I say no, thank you, ma'am.
Exactly, and it's cool. It's cool.
That's crazy.
This shit is dangerous because, like, and I think if I crash out, that would be the reason why I crash out. If a nigga come up approaching me, everybody got to go then, because it's like, you didn't care nothing about my life. You didn't care nothing about my safety. You didn't care nothing about me. You put me in harm's way for no reason because you want some extra dick. Go get your dick.
Yeah.
She don't respect your life. She
at
don't
all.
Respect your life.
She don't respect her life.
Because if he know it, that's
you don't like living?
Don't put my life in danger.
You like this, don't you? You like breathing, don't you?
So Marvelous, what do you think, Marvelous?
So my opinion on this whole thing, come to cheating and all that stuff, personally, for me, I believe it's important that a man must first love himself. So that things like this, having these expectations y'all talking about, you won't be plagued with that. You learn to supplement that expectation with hope. The last thing I want is to not have any hope, which is what most of y'all guys sound like right now. They got no hope for these women out here, right? I'm not going to be that person because, first off, I don't put the expectations on people when they have free will. See, that's foolish. What you need to do is take in consideration what people say and look at what they do. Because the truth of the matter is, it's actions. There's something you can see and examine. You can see that for what it is. The words, those could be hollow, empty things, but it's all about the actions that people do. You look for the consistency in the matter of the fact. When you see things are inconsistent, then you know there's something being hidden from you. So with me, I look at people and I examine them very closely. And I'm looking to see if they're consistent about something. That means they're standing on something. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that most likely also being accountable for what it is they do. So you're looking for all these things while you're self-examining too, because don't get it twisted. If you focus on things outside yourself too far, you're no longer going to be you're no longer going to have awareness to have proper discernment to see those people who try to deceive you, take advantage of you and stuff. You got to know your worth. And that's the thing I talked about at the beginning. As a man, you must first learn how to love yourself before you can love someone else. I'm not going to have this issue because I personally love myself. And no one's going to destroy me unless I allow it because I accepted it. That's the whole point of accountability. That's my opinion.
Yo, I feel you, but that don't even make no damn sense. Jesus was betrayed by Judas Iscariot, and he was the closest thing to God on earth that there was. What, like, yo, fam, like at the end of the day, anybody could be deceived, anybody could be betrayed, anybody could be taken advantage of. All that shit sound.
Wait, Izzy, put that in context. Wait, you're gonna say Jesus. Jesus already said at the table that one of you guys was going to deceive him. He already knew.
I didn't cut you off though.
But you gotta put that in context. That's all, Izzy. I'm saying,
he did say one would betray me,
yes,
but I'm saying,
that's the difference.
Okay, but the thing about it is, at the end of the day, anybody can be betrayed. You can't, like, listen, there are people that are very consistent in their action because they're trying to get a desired outcome. There are people who, like, they are very, very consistent and you don't know what's going on and it catches you off guard. It just does. Like, so it's a hubris thing, I think, to think that it can't happen. And I think that's why it happens a lot, because a lot of dudes believe that it can't happen to them. And that in itself is a daggone a mirage that gets put over your eyes that allows the person to do it too, because it's like, oh, it ain't gonna happen to me. It can't happen to me. Oh, she would never do that to me because I'm too on it. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna know it. Yeah, until it happens to you and then you be sitting there in a ball in a fetal position. It sounds good.
Okay, Izzy. Yep. So wait, Izzy, this is what I want you to understand. First and foremost, I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm saying how you deal with it. You have to love yourself in general. The thing is, I'm not trying to say it will or won't happen. I said be hopeful. See, the thing is, if I think it's not going to happen, that's an expectation. I'm not going to contradict myself here. I said specifically to not have any doubts and be helpful and be hopeful and to stop having these expectations, because that's what you guys are all presenting here. I say dissolve those things. Go about what you're seeing more than what the words that are fluffing like stuff, make you feel good, to put you in that emotional state of mind. Because you can be manipulated very easily in your feelings and not paying attention because you're not aware of yourself. Because now you're going by how you feel, not what you know. You don't even know who you are at this point because you're so caught up in yourself and how you feel. You start to devalue yourself, think like you're going to lose something, right? Because you start to value yourself less and value that person more than you value yourself. Again, don't lose sight of who you are in the process of this. Be hopeful of all these things that you desire. You know what I'm saying?
Well, shit, hope don't float.
Yeah, you're right, Marvelous. You gonna leave your wife if she cheats? If your wife cheated, are you gonna leave?
If my wife cheats, if it does happen, right? If this happens to me, I can only have an contingency plan.
You don't know.
A what? What plan? What kind of plan?
Contingency plan.
What kind of plan?
Nigga, pull the
extingency. Did you say extingency?
The matter is this, though. Honestly,
a contingency.
Honestly, it'd be stupid for her to do so, only because it's like, why waste your time? You're wasting my time and your time. If you want to,
it goes back to what we were just saying, Marvelous.
I don't want to be with you no more. X, Y, and Z. I want to do my own thing.
Some people are greedy, brother.
Yeah, man.
Some people are greedy. Some people are just. Some
and
people
they still want to be with you.
Listen, there are some people that get off on getting away with the bullshit.
I get that, but you missed what I'm saying. I'm saying it'd be stupid of her to do that because she's hurting herself in the process. I'm not saying it won't happen.
Not if you don't know.
And not if she don't care. And not if she don't care.
Hold on. But you still didn't answer the question. Are you leaving her? Or are you
Yes or
staying
no?
with her once you find out?
What does the word extingency mean?
I don't know. I don't know what that word.
I didn't know what it.
What
I
does
thought he said
extingency?
contingency.
That's what I said. What does extingency mean? I don't know. I've never heard that.
I have things in motion to protect myself in case of this
Okay,
happens.
wait. You mean a contingency plan, brother? A contingency
plan.
He said an exit, so he came up with a word.
I've never heard of extingency. I've never heard of that. Maybe
he put exit. No, he put exit and contingency together.
Okay, I was
He's
like,
drinking the same shit JT drinking.
It's kind of dope. It's kind of dope.
But no, it's not dope. It's not dope. I love Marvelous, but it's not dope because he asked us what does extingency mean.
Because you said extingency. Look. It is
extingency. No, the first one. Wait. He asked. Hold on. He made up a word and asked us what it means.
Izzy, me and you, we was sitting there, we made sense out of the shit. Because
did
you say
you did? I did. I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
You can understand that shit, JT. You can understand y'all drinking the same thing. That's why you can understand it.
I got the word right here. It says extension plan is a plan or strategy developed to address a situation requiring immediate attention due to the sudden, unexpected, or urgent event. That's not a made up word.
Okay, I've never heard that. Shout out to you.
Yeah,
I learned something new. I never heard that before.
Yeah, me neither.
Wow, shout out to you.
I thought it because all along I thought he said contingency.
I knew he didn't. I knew he said contingency. I was like, what the hell is that?
I'm like, well,
What
fuck
you
it, man.
I'm pretty sure you used that word in the proper context too. So I was like,
Shout out to you. You did.
I'm about to use that.
How long that word's been around, man? That's a new word, man. That's a new word, man.
Hey,
I beg your pardon.
That was from Wikipedia. He didn't even show us that though. That was smooth too. He didn't even show it to us. And he said that's Wikipedia. He just typed that shit in and put in Wikipedia.
How you spell it? Hold on, nah. How you
I'm
spell
changing the definition tonight. I'm changing the definition tonight.
I will
He was
expel
typing the whole time.
No, hold on. I can't find that word. How you spell it?
EXTENGENCY.
Put it on the camera.
All right,
Show us, brother.
Hold up. It's
I
not.
can't see that word.
Make it bigger, brother. Make it bigger. Pause. Make it bigger.
Oh shoot!
Whoa. We don't want to see that now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Right.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, I see it.
Shout out to you. Hey, Marvelous. Kudos to you, brother.
Extingency. Okay, absolutely.
Salute to you, Marvelous. Salute to you, God's gift.
To the new word, man.
Salute to you, good brother.
Right.
I'll give you that.
I use it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna be using the hell out of that.
Right.
Hold on, what you said that word mean?
Extingency. I'll spell it for you.
EXI.
It's called EXTINGENCY.
Yeah, that's a new word, man. That's when I'm new.
Plan or strategy developed
2023.
to address a situation requiring immediate action or
That's not a
action
word.
due to a sudden, unexpected, or urgent event.
Cut it. Them bricks is way too high. You need to cut it.
Gator!
Cut it.
Gator!
I do
Shout
it,
out to
mama.
Gator.
You
Shout
know
out to
I
Gator.
do it.
You know I do it. Gator.
Ron said that ain't a word, man. He said it ain't a
I
word.
smoked the TV, mama.
Ron, yeah, you put it. That's a new word, man.
Do you see it, Bracy? Do you see the
No.
word,
You
Bracy?
ain't got a new phone updated yet.
Yo,
That's a new
he
word,
put that
man.
on his phone. Yo, shout out to Marvelous. Marvelous is all that. God's gift, man. Shout out to Marvelous.
I see the word exigency. I don't see extended. I don't see the word you talking about.
Okay, so you spelled the word, right? So maybe you pronounced it better than I did, but you understood what the word was when you saw it when I spelled it to you, right?
Yeah, I never heard.
Yeah, they say extingency is a misspelled word of exigence.
Oh, hell no.
We can't even pronounce the word.
Yeah, that's not a word. Extendency is not a word.
Extingency?
Extingency is not a word.
Uh-oh.
It's not a
Go
word.
ahead. Marvelous, spell it again, please.
Well, how do you pronounce it, Sharon?
The word that he's thinking about is
EXTINGENCY.
extingency, but it doesn't mean what he's saying. It means something completely different.
Hold on.
How are you getting lost? How is that even possible?
What's happening here? I'm confused.
Hey,
I never heard it before, but I ain't
he's
heard
trying to
everything.
say.
So exigency means urgent need or demand.
Right.
Hold up, but he's saying some other word though. He gotta give us a clear spelling.
Bracy.
I like to
so
learn.
EXIGENCY.
Right, that's exigency. Right, that means
you know you ain't pronouncing that. You know you messing that word up.
you know I be messing up.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. For nigga slap fire out.
That nigga must be a New York public school education. He had some more syllables.
That nigga fumbled that word like we can't trust Ron. You know, it's exigency. Like what, nigga? No,
3 syllables, man.
It's exigency.
It's that New York public education, man.
Hey, watch yourself. I want you to watch yourself now.
I see why you went to Catholic school, man.
Exigency.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah,
you gotta do that about the New York.
Regardless,
very
Marvelous, you used you made up a brand new word. I think that was great that you made up a brand new word.
It's marvelous. That was marvelous, actually. It's marvelous.
He said it's a whole new word.
You never say another motherfucking word to me.
I can't pronounce the word.
It's all good. It's all good. But you still okay? Now that we understand that it's a brand new word, your exigency plan. What are you going to do? Are you going to stay with her and say, "Hey, we're going to figure it out," or are you going to leave?
Again, a plan of action developed to address a situation.
You can stop it.
Just I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna stay, Marvelous. Come on, brother. Don't do that. Come on, man.
I'm just telling you, it's not.
What you gonna do?
Are you gonna leave or stay? Does that mean you're gonna leave with a plan, or you gonna stay and plan to leave later?
I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna say, "I don't want to leave.
I don't want to go right now." Those Trey Songz face ass nigga.
Matter. Honestly, real talk. I'm just stuff in a matter situation and understand what all occur, why it occur. Make peace with that situation, and then keep going the direction I'm gonna go. Likely, she's not going to continue to go in the direction I'm going, so things will just end up going from that part.
Nigga, what?
What? Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you crazy?
What does that even mean?
What does
that mean? Grab me a peace of mind from the situation, and likely because of what I'm doing and continue to do, she's going to end up going her own way anyway. So
so in other words, you're going to stay and hope that she leaves you.
Did you not hear what I said?
Nigga, did you hear what you said?
You fat, bald-headed, no-neck midget. I sentence you to 3,000 lashes for conduct unbecoming a black man.
We don't know what you're talking about, Marvelous.
Listen, either you leave it or you stay.
Hey, shout out to Big Man. Hey, 11 said, respect to the panel. And what the hell is he talking about? We don't even know. We love
Hey, man.
I say,
y'all got me over here fucking crying, boy.
11, we don't even know, fam. We don't know, fam.
I'm leaving.
Okay, thank you.
How'd you read between the lines?
But you sound like you gonna be talking and having conversations.
Told us that 20 minutes ago.
You sound like old pimp over. You sound like you was old pimp.
Yeah, hey, Siobhan, this your man. This nigga scared. She's sitting right there. He can't say if she cheats, she leave. This nigga scared.
You're like, listen, I got an ecstasy. I got an ecstasy plan, and so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna stay together. It's good. What the fuck are we doing?
You know what? It's past my bedtime.
Shit. Bro, I appreciate y'all for coming, man. Sharon, thank you, man. Izzy, thank you so much, bro. Coach Bird, JC, R-Pain, Marlon, thank you for coming in, bro. Marlon, you made the fucking show tonight, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, bro. God damn, man.
Yeah, you guys get a chance to,
bro. But yeah, tomorrow, man. JT.
Tomorrow. What time? You get a chance. 9:30. 9:30 Eastern.
I'm gonna try. You know, my show's on that.
God, that was
all right.
Well, that's right. You got the Four Brothers, don't you?
Yeah.
You got the Four Brothers. That's all right.
I'm gonna try.
Hey man, I don't know how the party going. I won't close it if the brothers are still staying. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna be speaking on some of this shit right here. We talking about right now. I got some real shit that's going on tomorrow. So if you guys get a chance, come on through. I'm gonna be doing this shit every Wednesday. What we know Wednesdays is basically what I'm
That's dope.
about to start doing, man. Most definitely. Get this shit on point. Black Man Unfiltered. What We Know podcast. We're gonna be simulcasting it. So
Yep. And the name of the show tomorrow is "I'm Too Old for This Shit."
I am. I'm absolutely too fucking old for this shit, man.
What We Know Wednesdays. I like that, bro. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah. So absolutely, we about to get it on. It's summertime, y'all. Let's get it. You already know, Izzy. I'll be over there. I follow you.
Yeah.
My man Payne just had his show. You know what I'm saying? And that was actually a good show. I was in the car though, rocking with you, Payne. What we got after that?
We got the sports show at 7. You at 8:30 tomorrow. Thursday we got
we got my man Lit.
Yep,
we got Lit.
Between the Lines, and then Friday barbershop.
Yeah, Friday barbershop. Now, Black Man, I might start doing Saturdays too, bro.
Okay, cool.
I might rock early Saturdays. Start doing that.
Yeah, cool.
Right before, because Izzy be doing his shit on Saturdays too. So I'll probably be doing it in the morning time.
What time are you doing, Izzy?
Usually about like 11 o'clock. Central.
11 o'clock. I think I'm gonna do mornings. I'm gonna do. If I do a Saturday, it's definitely gonna be in the morning time. And then we probably just hand it off to you, Izzy.
I appreciate that.
So
that's what's
most
up.
Definitely.
Appreciate
All right,
y'all.
man. Well, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good night. Peace.